Hey guys, welcome back to the Marriage Brokerage Firm. I am your host, Tish, along with my girl, Kay, and we are here to talk about love, marriage, sex, and everything in between. Between
I
the
like the
both
stuff
of,
in between.
I know, you tripped me already. Between the two of us, how many years of marriage do we have between the two of us?
40?
I know. But basically,
How long was your first marriage? That was the longest one.
yeah, that was like 10 years.
Okay, so we got over like 45, 42. I would say 42.
Oh, screw you. Like about 45. So between the both of us, well, okay, so Kay is married. I am not married, but we are here to give insight and advice. Kay is definitely an expert. She has, well, you can go ahead and tell yourself. You got it.
Hey, no, you go. You do your
Okay,
intro,
okay.
brother.
Okay, so Kay has been married for almost 30 years. She is happily married. There is a difference between being married and being happily married. So she is happily married. But look at her. She is very relaxed. She is very happy. She is very chill. And when you're married, you're supposed to, marriage is supposed to bring the best out of each other. Not saying it's always easy, but you're supposed to have that glow of having someone in your life that's bringing out the best in you in your life. So I am single. I've been married on a few occasions, so I can at least get you to the point of marriage. I can,
And I can help you stay there.
right,
Thank
exactly.
you. Tag team effort. Tag team effort.
Right. So we're gonna tag team this, and our premise of the channel is because am
Yeah,
I
you're
stuck?
frozen.
I'm frozen. Okay, but you can still hear me, right?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Okay, so the premise of this channel is there is a big deficit when it comes to Black women and us getting married. And as Black women ourselves, I have seen some things that we go wrong with that I myself still go wrong with. Kay has definitely seen it from her girlfriends and us being friends for,
And myself.
yeah, so almost 30 years as well. Well, no, we've been friends for how long? But either way, that
We've
don't
been
matter
friends
because
for like, yeah,
that
we
don't,
can't
yeah,
tell
don't,
our
yeah,
age.
exactly,
Mm-mm,
exactly.
mm-mm,
Yeah, that.
mm-mm.
So either way, our premise is we want everyone to be happy and whole. And if you desire marriage, we want to get you there with the right person to bring out that glow that Kay has. So as well as y'all joining this journey with us, y'all get to see the journey I am on because I am very open and ready for that final marriage. I am so excited. I do want marriage. I've been married a few times, but I still believe in love. I believe in marriage. I have taken accountability on where I went wrong. And my
All
problem,
right.
I have taken accountability and I've learned. I have sat on my ass, just doing reflection and inflection to get to a point where when I do meet that right person, I will be ready. So, with that being said, today we are going. Well, I'm gonna back out and come back in again, Kay, because I'm still frozen and I look really stupid right now. So.
You don't like that expression on your face?
No, I don't. No, I don't. So hold on.
All right. Hi. Hey, trash can. How you doing? Yeah, she knows. Thank you. A story to tell. She's coming back.
Right.
Oh, look at you. Well, no, you're still frozen, just with a different expression. Okay, there you go.
Okay. Okay. I have to do this move. Mouth looking ready. Who mouth is looking ready? Anyway, so what are you talking about? So we're talking about what are we talking about today? Marriage. We are talking about marriage and how important is sex in a marriage, rather. So that we're referring to. So my thing is, and
Hold on, what's the subject today? How important is
how
sex in a
in a
marriage?
marriage,
Okay,
right?
go ahead.
Yeah. I messed up. I was trying to work it around, but God knows you was gonna let me get away with that, were you?
I'm just
Anyway,
saying.
hey, trash can ways. Hello, hello, hello. Y'all frozen? No, it's just me, but I think I'm unfrozen now. You see, hey, story to tell. How you doing? So okay, how with you being the actual expert? Hey, Vega girl, we missed you the first show that we came back, but thank you so much.
Hey,
We saw
Vega.
that you were waiting for us, and we didn't come on because we have some technical difficulties. Me, so we're so glad you're back. I'm frozen again, aren't I?
Yes.
God dog it, I'm so fed up with
You
this.
just
Uh,
well, let's get into the topic, and then you can click out and click
right,
back
yeah,
in.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So you can talk. Hey Bernie, what's up, baby? How you doing? Nice to see y'all. We miss y'all so much. So how important? Okay,
So
so we're talking about this. We're talking about how important sex is in a marriage because there are a lot of hungry men out here. They are hungry, honey. Do you know?
hungry for
Okay,
what, girl?
for some ass. And it really makes no sense for men to be out here hungry when they have whole wives. Now I know there are issues, sometimes, men, and this is for good men. We're not talking about men who don't deserve any ass, who are out there, not paying bills, who aren't taking care of business at home. Those men, those married men deserve ass. We're not talking about those losers who aren't handling business. We're not talking about that, right, Kay?
Right, right, right.
Because what did the city girls say?
I don't know, girl. I know you're not asking me no rap lyrics. I know good and well you're not asking me any rap lyrics. Can't help you.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna get into that, so that's kind of raunchy. But yeah.
What
So
did
okay,
they?
broke niggas don't get no pussy.
Okay.
That's right. So we're not talking about
Oh,
right. Yeah, we're not talking about those men.
okay.
We're talking about good men who handle business at home. So
Okay.
with that being said, okay, how is important is sex in a marriage? While trying to get myself
Very.
together. Okay.
Like very, 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 very important. I can't stress how important it is. Because if you don't have a physical connection as well as a mental and emotional connection, uh, I mean, that shit is serious. Like we got to meet up in that bedroom or the kitchen or the bathroom or wherever we got to meet up at, but we got to keep it popping. So that I think is extremely important in a relationship. If he ain't getting it somewhere, if he ain't getting it home, he getting it somewhere. So it's on you. Like dinner is served at 6. Punani served at 9. What's up, player? That's just me though. Hold on. I want to go back in the chat real quick, see if there's anything up there. Okay, wouldn't let you set up that. I know that's right. What? I don't know what they mean by that trash can. Let's see Tish trying to come back in there.
Okay. So I'm
No,
good.
you still frozen. Okay, there you go. You moving.
Okay. Kay wouldn't let you set up that. I know that's right, Bar.
I don't. Okay, you understood that, but I didn't.
Trash can waste. Thank you. I had to. Oh yeah, it was bad. He knew what I was trying to do, but hey Spencer Toe, that's why I'm not getting married, Spencer Toe. So thank you so much for and so Spencer
Spencer,
Toe,
don't be like that. Don't be like
yeah.
that. Not every woman is like that. I know a lot of married people that have very healthy sex lives, and then I know some that don't. So it depends on who you hook up with.
Wow. So he said because when female get the ring, no more sex. So I was listening to this Christian guy, and he was like, when you want a husband and when you're married, you're supposed to be a lady in the streets and whatever you need to be in the sheets. That's just
Right.
all to it. He said get the Bibles out the bed, even though he's a Christian man, but you got it's don't get married if you don't want to have sex. If you have a hang up with sex, if you stingy with the ass, whatever. And like how many times have you heard, Kay, that women they use sex to reel a man in,
Hmm.
and
And then cut
then
it off when they get married.
right. And why do they do that,
More
you
times
think?
than I care to hear it. Well, first of all, let's establish. I talk about this all the time. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
women do not enjoy sex.
Mm.
More than 70% of women do not achieve orgasm during intercourse.
Okay.
So but they want to be married.
Mm-hmm.
So they fake the funk long enough to get the ring, and then
Mm-hmm.
they have no motivation to do it anymore unless they want to have kids. They don't enjoy sex. They're not coming. Let me tell you what, if a woman is having orgasm, she ain't about to turn down no dick. I'm sorry.
Mm.
If that dick is good, she gonna try to get as much of that dick as she can.
Mm.
So I think men need to really look at why is it she's not wanting to have sex? Why does she have no desire to have sex?
Mm-hmm.
If it's good to her, why would she turn it down?
So it says less than half of women want regular sex after 4 years of marriage. So just like you were saying, like a woman will use sex because it's to get the
Part of the
man,
incentive.
yeah, the incentive, and then after they get it, then it says less than half of the women after 4 years, once they really settle into that marriage, they pull the plug.
Well, I don't even think it's necessarily them settling into the marriage. Okay.
Okay.
It's there's a lot of things that go into that. Hold on, stop putting up stats because I want to be able to read them. Hold on a
Oh no,
second.
no, I was trying to
Okay.
find. I was trying to find one. Okay, this is the one I was trying to look for. So 80. So just what you were saying as an incentive,
Right.
84% of women say they have sex to get their husband to help with the housework. So
Right.
women use
Start
sex
using it as a
as
bargaining tool.
as a bargaining tool
Right.
instead of really wanting sex because they crave it, they need to have it. Like, do you have sex just to get your husband to do things for you, Kay, or do you want
No,
have sex because you want
I
sex?
want sex. I
Mm.
want dick. I want the dick.
Mm.
Okay.
You want
So,
dick. So you want more
yes,
than sex, you want dick.
I want the dick.
The dick.
The dick. Yes. Yes. So, here you go. There go your move. That's why the camera froze on your ass because you was doing
I
that.
know.
But
I want
yeah,
to feel like this.
mm-mm.
No, okay, not that. Mm-mm.
Okay. So yeah. So what was the question?
About women have sex as a bargaining tool.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to go into as far as is not necessarily because they settled into the marriage. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
things happen once people get married, as far as especially people that have never lived together before. They
Mm-hmm.
don't know each other's habits, and then you start to see things about your mate you didn't know, and you start
Mm-hmm.
to like your mate a little bit less. You start to be a
Mm.
little less attracted to your mate as well. And if the
Okay.
sex wasn't already slamming, then if you don't achieve orgasm, are you then not enjoying sex? I'm gonna answer that question in the second trash can.
Mm.
Um, but if you're already not enjoying sex, and then he's getting on your nerves, or you started having kids and you're tired and you're working and you got the kids and you're not making time for something because it's no longer a priority. Everything else is a priority. Kids, you got 10 million excuses not to have sex, and you're not making time for your mate. The mistake a lot of couples make is they don't continue to date each other once they get married.
Okay.
When you were single and but together, you made time to see each other.
You
You
made
made time
time
for
to give
just
up. You made time to give up that ass.
you made time to give up that ass. You made time to, just enjoy each other's company one on one. And you didn't
Mm-hmm.
let life take over. You said, okay, I haven't seen my boo in 2 days. We gotta make some time to be together. And
Mm-hmm.
it's important to remember that the vagina is a muscle. It needs stimulation.
Mm.
It
Right.
needs some stimulation. But of course, if he wasn't hitting on nothing anyway, and he irritating, you know,
Ooh.
coochie
No,
dryer.
no
So
bueno, no bueno. Right,
no
Bernie? No
bueno, no
bueno.
bueno. Right. So it could be a combination thing of things. Now, as far as the question trash can is asking, if you don't achieve orgasm, are you then not enjoying sex? Not necessarily. A lot of women enjoy sex even though they don't have an orgasm.
Right.
Okay. So they enjoy the intimacy. It can feel good and still never end an orgasm for them.
Right.
So it goes either way with that one. But then sometimes they just feel like you're just doing this, you know, and they're getting nothing out of it. So it really
Yeah.
just depends on the connection you have with your mate. Because sometimes just the closeness, the intimacy, the love you have for that person is enough for some women.
Right.
It ain't enough for me, but
Mm-hmm.
I came here to come.
Okay.
I came here to come, man. But that's because that's what I'm already used to. If I had never had an orgasm, I would make
Mm-hmm.
do with the closeness and the intimacy. I wouldn't turn off sex just because I wasn't having an orgasm, but that's just me. And I can say that in hindsight. I don't know if I'd be saying that if that's the life I was living, if I never had an orgasm before.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I would I don't know. I mean, he would have to be doing some serious work around here. I'm just saying. I'm not even talking about sex. I'm just saying he gonna have to just be doing everything under the sun. I don't have to lift a finger.
But sometimes if you can't have an orgasm, if you're saying that's part of the issue, why? So well, let me read this. I'll marinate the chicken. You can do the veggie 50-50 or no deal. You heard the ladies on the panel. What are you referring to, Bernie?
Marinate the chicken. Does that mean like is that foreplay? I don't know. I didn't get the lingo there. Pound
Uh-huh.
town. Oh Lord, that's that porn stuff. See, guys watch porn and think they know how to have sex. They know how to
Mhm.
fuck. No, you don't. Stop it. Now, some women like that bang bang thing,
Mhm.
but not everyone. Most women need love making. They're not gonna come in 2 minutes. So all that bam
Mhm.
bam bam stuff, you coochie dryer for them.
Mhm.
Oh, y'all are talking about cooking. Okay.
Uh-huh. Right. Yeah, they actually
I
talk
wasn't
about
sure.
right,
I was
yeah.
coming in late to that. I was like, what I miss? Okay.
Okay, so is it that they like you said, over 70 some percent of women aren't having orgasms? So is that the real reason why women aren't pressed on having sex while they're married, or
Well,
you
what's the
just
motivation? What's the motivation to have sex if I'm not coming?
but some women they don't care.
And you're irritating my soul. And I worked all day, and and the kids are hungry, and the kids are still walking around at 10 o'clock at night, and I'm still changing diapers by myself, you know. Because what happens is people aren't realistic about marriage, and they don't really know what they're signing up for. They just want to be married.
Okay.
Women dream of getting married. That's all they want to do. And
Mm,
then some men are crazy enough to think, "Ooh, that means I can get all the pussy I can stand." But
mm.
you may not. You may, but you may not.
Here's those things. I got all the pussy I can stand.
Yeah, yeah, I would get this all the time, and you should be able to.
Right.
But is she getting anything out of the deal, or is she sitting there going, "Yeah, I could have had a V8," or like I've mentioned an associate before that would watch TV during sex because she got nothing out of the deal.
Wow.
So
Absolutely. Wow.
she literally could have had a V8. She over there doing her grocery shopping in her head and planning meals because
Hmm.
or watching X Files.
Wow, that
That's
is
what she was watching, X Files. What
wow.
while they were in Pound Town.
What? Because that is literally a pound town. I
Yeah, I mean, because
swear.
he was doing nothing for her, and to this day, I think he's doing nothing for her.
But if you're really into like understanding how important sex is, and if the part about not having an orgasm is the issue, wouldn't you want to like anything in a relationship? Wouldn't you want to work on it, like figure
Wrong
it
with that?
out? So
That's,
if like okay,
that's common sense, though.
put it like this, like whenever there's an issue in a relationship or if a man's not doing something in general, or women, we like to get to the bottom of it, right? So
Right.
why don't we find sex important enough to get to the bottom of it?
Well, that still goes back to women not discussing what's wrong. They don't say, "Who watched too much TV?" Okay, so I actually don't watch a lot. I know Tish don't watch TV. I really don't watch a lot of TV, but I watch movies. I do. I'm a movie guru, but I'm not really that big on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that being said, but what was the correlation to that? What makes you think we watch TV or too much TV for that matter? That being said, I forgot. I lost my train of thought with that.
Yeah, we was
Shoot, what was
talking
that?
about why we don't get to the boat, to the
Right,
bottom of
we're still not even come. Shoot, you still got women that have never touched themselves, don't know what it takes to
it.
achieve orgasm.
Right.
Um,
So stop right there for a minute. So that's my point. Some women, they are, and I know that for a fact as well. Some
I'm
women,
sorry, read the trash can's comment. Go
I
ahead.
know he's so messy. Some women, they don't
Leave that up.
even let me see, watching TV doing a grocery list for some reason makes me aroused. I'll tear that ass up. Okay
I can't even
then.
think straight to be trying to figure out what I'm gonna buy tomorrow. And he doing it right. Look, I can't even remember his name. What you talking about? promise you, in all these years of marriage, I probably said his name twice. I don't know his name till we done. What
Wow.
the fuck is your name right now? If he ever asks me what's my name, I will be short than a mother.
Right. Okay, let me ask you this. So is this because a lot of men are complaining that women aren't nurturing in nature anymore. Is there a correlation with the lack of having a nurturing spirit
Probably.
and not wanting and caring that you please your man? Is that maybe a correlation, the lack of
It is.
having, you know what I'm saying? I mean, because
Yeah.
if you're a
You put it that way,
nurturer,
absolutely.
let me see.
Absolutely. I mean, if you're not that, what the heck is
Uh,
Voxtrilosis?
like when you hold a dummy of a
Uh,
chillatress or whatever. What do you call it? You know, when you,
ventriloquist.
yeah, like you hold a dummy and a
Yeah.
dummy talks. Yeah, I guess he's trying to say that.
Are you still frozen on your side? Can you see? Hold on.
Y-
Let
No,
me look on my
I
phone.
am frozen. Yes, I am very much
Okay.
frozen. I'm keep talking. I'm gonna back out and come back in.
Okay. Hold on. I'm reading. Go ahead. I'm gonna read.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Tish put the Annabelle doll on your thigh. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go back to you, trash can, with the whole watching TV thing. Why on earth would that be a turn on for you? Work that one out for me. That she's not focused. Now I will say this: like we do this thing sometimes, like put y'all in my bedroom for a minute, where um, let's say I'm playing a game on my phone. It's his job to make me put that phone down without telling me or saying demanding that I put the phone down. It's his job to do something that makes me, no longer want to play that game, not give two fucks about that game anymore. So, um, now if that's what you mean, then I can definitely see what you're talking about. Because yeah, that's a goal in life for him. Nah, say that way. That's sexy. The TK show and the making. What is the rating? PG-13. Oh, it'll be R by the time we're done. It's PG-13 right now. Um, okay, it's going to make. Yeah, exactly. So he definitely tries harder when I try to hold on to that phone as long as I can, but I don't think I've made it past 2-3 minutes. Yeah, I'm a punk. I can't make it. So let me see. I want to see if there's any more comments that I missed earlier. Oh, I still hold on a second. Bernie, the TK show in the making. What is the rating? Oh, Bernie, I still understand the hunch that we watch too much TV. And Spencer Toe. What? That's a very unique name. But Spencer Toe, you said you've seen it with your own eyes because um, your parents got divorced. Look. I've seen it 10 million times over. It definitely happens where the woman cuts off the sex. I've actually know one or two couples where the guy cut off the sex. I was like, dang, how bad was the coochie? but but I've known a lot of women that have cut off the sex shortly after sex. I know one couple in particular that that cut off the wife cut off the sex because she never intended to have a sexual relationship with her husband. It was
Wow.
all she just wanted to have a baby. And once she got pregnant, she pretty much cut off the sex and they were down to once or twice a year after that.
Woo.
And they
Speaking of
still
which,
together.
hold on. You say twice a year. Hold on. Let me see what I had some kind of stat for that. Um, well, go ahead. Yeah. So I think there's a big correlation between the lack of women who are nurturers and the women who don't want to have sex. It has to be a correlation because when you love someone and you want to nurture them, you're just not gonna have them walk around starving for some ass. You're just not gonna do that.
Right, but like the woman I was just talking about, where she's telling me about the marriage, he's telling me about the marriage,
Mm-hmm.
and she's telling me she doesn't understand what the problem is. You know, I cook, I clean, I
Oh, do
work.
you?
I,
Oh.
she's thinking
Mm-hmm.
she's nurturing, she's taking care of everything. Why is
Oh,
sex so important? That's what she said.
wow.
Why does he
Really
have to have
now?
sex? Like I'm doing everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Bitches, dick don't care if you cook.
Right, exactly. For real. That is so ridiculous.
But in her mind, she was a good wife. But
Mhm.
how are you a good wife and you're not fucking your husband? And
Right.
then when you do, it's kind of like Mr. Pete on me. Like just you know, do your business and hurry up. So she's not engaged at all. So that's not loving. Absolutely. A guy
Mhm.
cut off the sex when he can't perform with side wifey because he's too busy with the main wife. Who women how is she the side wifey? Isn't she the wifey? Isn't she the main wife? Okay, well anyway.
I
So
know,
what I
right?
was
Whatever he's trying to say.
but what to call it? I do know men that have, stopped having sex with their wives,
Mm.
for various
Whoa.
reasons. Could be a porn addiction or whatever, but have cut off sex with their wives, or could be some undercover homosexuality going on there. DL men just can't do it anymore. Oh boy, 1 or 2 years dry, like the Sahara Desert. That part. Mm-mm. I don't understand women that think it's okay to cut off the sex with their mate and then be surprised if he should dare cheat.
God,
Um,
no. Okay, let's talk about that for a minute. Okay, so for
like I
all,
think you
so
just gave him a permission slip. Here, baby, go and get you some pussy.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay. I would love to hear from married women. I would love, and if y'all
Oh,
watching the replay, please put in the comment section what are the expectations if you're not screwing your husband? What do you think is supposed to happen? I mean, what is supposed to happen
I
when
don't know, but
you're not
like
giving
what
your
Trash
husband
Can
some ass?
says, um, if she says sex isn't a big deal, then but she did get mad at the thought that he might have sex with somebody else.
Wow.
She literally was pissed that she thought he was cheating. I'm like, of course he's cheating. What you mean? Of course he's cheating. You might as well go in and book the hotel room for him.
Okay. I mean, now I don't condone cheating. I do not condone that.
I condone if
Okay.
you're stupid. I'm sorry. And I
No,
understand why you could say, oh, well, you should just leave, right? Everybody says, oh, you should just leave. And so financially, it's not always possible for people to leave. Sometimes it, makes things messy. You got small kids or whatever the case may be. So you hang in there and you try to make the relationship side work, but you go and get your sexual needs filled somewhere else. I don't think it's a great idea, but I understand it. So I would never say I don't think cheating is a great idea. It doesn't fix any problem for
no,
per se.
it
I
doesn't.
mean, it's a band-aid. Basically, you're in a bad marriage. If your mate don't give two fuck about your balls turning blue and being the size of oranges, then she's definitely not nurturing.
Hello.
I'm sorry. I think that's grounds for divorce.
So Vega said, "Well, so what do you mean? What are you trying to say, Vega? Are you referring to like you're married to a man and you're cooking, you're cleaning, you're taking care of the business, you're taking care of the children, the houses, immaculate, the
No,
finances
she didn't
are
mention that.
amazing.
She said if you withhold from your spouse, then it's on you if they cheat.
Wow, Vega, woo!
I 100% agree. Now, some people gonna cheat regardless. You could be like,
Yeah,
my
it's some,
favorite phrase. You could be at home throwing that ass in a circle, doing
yeah,
splits and cartwheels on the dick, and if he want to cheat, he gonna cheat. If she want to cheat, she gonna cheat.
but
But
some men is
if
just
you
dog.
doing everything you supposed to do, then
Yeah,
that back on them. If you're not doing your job, that's on you.
yeah, I agree.
I know a couple. It's been probably 3 years since the last time they had sex,
Wow. Okay, so why is that? You like why?
and they
Why?
get along so great. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, they are. I mean, they are like this. Okay,
Really? Okay. Well,
but
that's
there's
it.
no sexual chemistry between the two of them,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and he apparently does not know what he's doing because she did not enjoy it, and
Mm-hmm.
he's not willing to put in the work to get
Mm-hmm.
her there.
Mm-hmm.
So they both just say, okay, whatever. I don't know if he's cheating.
Mm-hmm.
He could be. I don't know. To me,
Mm-hmm.
for some reason, I honestly don't think he is, but that's just because of the way I perceive him, the way I see him. I don't
Mm-hmm.
think he is,
Okay.
but shoot.
I mean, but that's the thing about marriage, it's whatever those two
What
people
works for
decided,
them.
yeah, what they want it to be. So if he's fine with not having sex and if she's fine
I
with
mean,
not
I'm
having
sure deep
sex.
down he'd want to, but a lot of times, once you get to a certain stage where you've been doing it for so long,
Hmm.
it's hard to just when you've been living like roommates. It's hard to get intimate with someone you haven't been intimate with for so long.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, it'd be worth a shot to me, but
I mean, but my thing is like, how do you walk around each other? You have a
yeah,
vagina and he has a penis and you're not
right.
fucking. I just
And
don't get
y'all sharing a bedroom
that. Yeah.
and a bathroom, and you coming out there naked and ain't nobody jumping that ass. I don't understand.
Let me see. Let me see. That don't matter. Let me see. Less than half of women want regular
We
sex.
read that one
Yeah.
already.
Go ahead. Okay. Let me see.
Okay.
Sorry.
Married women are twice as likely to orgasm. I agree with that.
Mm-hmm. Why is that, you think?
I think because you have a comfort level, you're supposed to be comfortable with the person you're married to. So you're supposed to have a conversation if you need to in reference
Mm-hmm.
to what you need and at least be willing to show that person what you need. Most people don't do that with just somebody they fucking around with. They
Okay.
don't take the time to get to know each other and what one another likes or needs or whatever the case may be. Some people do, but the average person they don't really care.
And that is the best sex when you're totally, when your mind is free, and if you're in a,
And you're not body conscious. That's the other thing. Women are less likely to be body conscious with their husbands, and that
mm-hmm.
leaves them to be freer. When you
Okay.
feel free,
Mm-hmm.
it's easier for you to come.
Right. Yeah. Let me see. 7.5% of married people say they have sex daily. Woo.
7.5? Ouch. Well, I don't have sex daily.
Yeah, that's
I
why
would,
that's
but my coochie be hurt.
a, you are so messy.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's just, oh Lord, that's not gonna be tender. Mm-mm.
I mean, yeah,
She
I
needs
mean,
to recuperate.
mhm. That's a very low number, but still, that's
That
just,
is a very low number.
I mean, but
But
who wants to?
who
Who want?
wants
I
that?
mean,
Don't get me wrong. I used to say it all the time. Oh, I would have sex every day. But in hindsight, after that sex, I ain't worth nothing. I can't get nothing done.
yeah,
So yeah,
it
I would just stay in
depends.
the bed.
They say most married couples have sex 5 times per month.
Ouch.
Was that too much? Too
That's
little?
low. That's low. Dang, at least 10 times. I would say 8 should be the minimum, right?
Mm,
Twice a week.
mm,
That sounds reasonable, I guess, but 3 times even better.
5 times per month. Let's
But
see.
that's low. 85.
Oh yeah, we
This is
are.
not encouraging people to get married. I
It's
just say,
not, and that's the problem. That is the problem. That's why men do not want to get married because we use sex as a tool, and we don't do it.
yeah, every other day sound good.
Uh, Tish looking at Jay like someone looking at Jay like someone behind her. What? What does that mean?
Mm.
What do you mean trash can? What are you talking about? Let's have a staring contest.
You're gonna win.
Yeah, I got that on lock. I don't know what the
You're
hell
like,
is wrong, but my sister is so kind. My sister's got me a camera, so I'm gonna be using a camera. So I'm gonna go through this ghetto crap with my computer
oh,
anymore.
I got a gift yesterday.
What you got?
Um, as a late Christmas gift, but
Mm-hmm.
it was a what you call it? A board,
Okay.
uh, a streaming board, like what's it called? Podcast board with the sound
Okay.
effects and
Oh
stuff.
no way.
Yeah. So
Okay, that'd be
when I
cool.
get settled in on my new spot, which will be
Uh
next
huh.
week,
Okay.
then I'm
Oh,
gonna set it up.
we're gonna be so freaking annoying. That's gonna be awesome. Both of us got a
Whoop, whoop,
soundboard.
whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah.
What?
Trash Can Waves say he don't want to have a sex every. Oh, I'm sorry. He don't want to fuck every day. Oh my God, Trash Can Waves. Yeah, I mean, like, who has time to do that every damn day unless you're
Every
a
day.
porn star? I
All
mean,
right, shoot, if you
damn.
did it right, you shouldn't need to do it the next day. Shoot.
Yeah,
And see, I be
that's the
talking shit
thing.
in my head, be like, "Ooh, I want some more of that good dick. I'm gonna get some more of that good
But
dick
it's too
tonight."
much work.
But
Yes, it's
man,
work. The after
no,
effects
she's
is too
still
much.
tender. God, I need a
Yeah,
24-hour break so she can
yeah,
recuperate. He need to recuperate too. It can't be
right.
good every day if you're doing it every day. I'm just thinking.
I mean,
Gotta
but
be boring.
sometimes if sometimes you just want to calm though. Like you just want to get it in, and
Yeah,
I used to try to
I
do
still
that.
do that though.
Mhm.
I might bust out a vibrator and
Mhm.
it be, ooh, let me tell you. So my girlfriend, same one that gave me the soundboard.
Uh huh.
Uh, what you call it? She put me in this Facebook group where they have all these Amazon discounts, right?
Okay.
So I mean, they're constantly posting Amazon discounts for different things throughout the day, right? Some things you get 40, 50, 60,
Oh wow.
80% off of stuff. I'm like, what? This shit is real too, right?
Mhm.
So my rose, he said, don't bounce. What, like this? You mean like that? You want me to stop that, Poppy? How you doing, Poppy?
Hey,
So
baby, my
anyway,
baby.
my rose, I put it in the wash machine by mistake
You're right. Yeah, you told
and
us.
I killed it, right?
Mhm.
So I've been a little heartbroken. I've been meaning to order another one, but I forgot.
Okay.
Wow, why they had a 50% discount
No,
off of
you
the
lied. You
rose? Yeah.
lied. Wow. Like
And I had a $20 credit sitting there from Amazon already. I was
how
like, what?
how cool is that?
I was like, look at God. Look at God. Won't he do it, God? Won't he do it?
Won't he though?
Praise God. So we gonna bless his soul.
Well, but Tracy Wade said the roads lower your egg count. He is so
I,
dumb.
first of all, I don't need no more fucking eggs. I'm done. Factory closed, nail shut, laminated. We good. Boarded up. We good. So, yeah, take all them eggs. I'm gonna do with them. But that is not true. Stop lying to folks.
Oh no, exactly. So
But
I
that
don't.
rose is a beast.
Uh-huh. So I don't want. I'm not gonna get the rose because I just don't want to get myself all. I don't want you to stop Kay, but you married, so I don't want to see that you off limits.
Okay, I'll be good.
Mhm.
I'll be good for 5 minutes.
Okay,
We gotta see
starting
what the. I might be motivated again, baby. I can't make any promises. Okay.
right. So guys, in the chat, like, is that why y'all feel like marriage is not something high of a high priority on the list? Is the lack of getting sex, or thinking that the sex is going to cut down or whatnot, is the reason y'all not really big into getting married these days, or what? Okay, take over for me, and I'm gonna try to, do my thing again. I'll be back.
It's not gonna work. Just stop. Give up
Okay,
on
you're
it.
right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're
Let
right.
it go, boo boo.
You're
Let
right.
it
You're
go.
right. You're right. You're right. But yeah, yeah, I don't know. I just don't get it. But some men are just dogs too, though. So it really just doesn't matter. It just really doesn't matter. You can give them all the sex in the
Mhm.
world. I mean, but
Yeah,
how many?
some like I said, some if you determine to cheat, you're gonna cheat regardless, no matter what
Right.
she doing. Okay, she could be gargling and blowing bubbles with it.
Oh my gosh! No, you did.
I mean, that's what I heard.
No, you did. You.
So if you determine to be a dog, you're gonna be a dog.
Right.
But if she's doing her part, then that's not on her.
Right.
But shoot, women cheat too, doggone it.
Right.
And they cheat for the some of them cheat because they ain't getting no good dick at home. But that
Wow.
last one, that last dude, tear that ass
True.
up.
That is
So,
true. That is true. Wow.
but but she met a good match. He checked
Mm,
off everything on her list
yeah.
except the good dick.
Yeah. You can't have it all in a relationship. When you want to get
Yes,
married,
you can.
really? I mean, well, in 99% of the case, you can't have it all.
Right. I mean, there's always gonna be something wrong with it
Right.
with both people. But you can get what they say, 80% of what you need, the 80/20 rule.
Right.
And the
Exactly.
rest of that shit ain't important.
Right. Exactly. Not, I mean, and everything is in cycles and seasons and stuff like that too. But
Right.
the main thing is though, how important is sex in a marriage? So, like in a comment section, y'all put y'all percentage of how important is it to y'all, and also I want y'all to put what is that the reason? Was that one of the reasons why y'all don't want to get married?
Okay. So I'm gonna give my percentage, but my percentage is based on two able-bodied people.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. We thought
Like
we're not talking
we
about someone has gotten sick
or
or
been in an accident or something like
right.
that and broke his dick or something.
Right.
we're talking we're
Okay.
talking about able-bodied individuals. How important is sex? So
Okay.
for me, it's about 75%.
Wow. I'm surprised it's not higher than that.
Uh, Um,
Mhm.
no, because you know what? And
Yeah, that's still pretty
men
important.
probably don't agree with this part, but for me, well,
Mhm.
for both of I could say for both of us, it works
Mhm.
where our thing is it's like an all day flirtation thing with
Okay.
us.
Mhm.
So it doesn't have to end in sex. If it does, great. But it's an everyday flirtation thing. So the
Mhm.
intimacy is there all the time.
Important, the word intimacy,
Right.
right.
So,
Okay. And I wonder if men were to be more intimate, like without the dick involved.
well,
But
Poppy's intimate with his girlfriend.
Poppy is a jackass for saying that, first of
Poppy's
all.
like having sex with my wife is boring. Well, your wife should be your girlfriend too. I'm just saying. That's why you're supposed to
Oh
date her.
my.
Remember, you're supposed to date your wife. Okay. So your wife is the chick that's keeping the house together, cooking your meals and paying the bills, but your girlfriend is the person
Mm.
you take out on dates.
Oh, wow. Okay, I love how you put that. So a
Yeah.
woman's supposed to be we supposed to have a 2 for 1 deal. We're supposed to have
Right.
the spirit of a wife, but we always should have like that undertone of slutty girlfriend.
Right. Because like your wife performs fellatio. Your
Mm,
girlfriend sucks your
sucks
dick.
dick and swallow that
She
nut.
slobs on the knob. You know what I'm saying? She has an orgasm
Sorry, I'm
from
at this.
sucking your dick.
Oh, I'm at
Okay.
this. Moist.
Moist.
Yeah.
Moist. Moist, moist, moist.
That's the difference between the girlfriend and the wife. But your
Right.
girlfriend is your wife. This is one of the reasons why almost every time y'all see me, I got different hair.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah, I gotta look different shit. We've been together forever. I can't keep looking the same damn way every day. I just want to lay next to a chick and have her. Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's how I go to sleep most nights. That's right.
Mhm. What a handful of
That's
dick.
right. Exactly, exactly.
Right. And that
Hmm.
and that's just
It's
intimate. Even
soothing. It's soothing
yes,
for both of us.
right.
It's comforting.
And because you're very nurturing. It's intimacy involved. You always want to touch. You always want to
Mm.
touch. You always want to,
Mhm.
be intimate.
Right.
If I wonder if men took the time, but I don't even think that would help those, because women will get skittish. I know I'm frozen. My computer.
Skittish about what?
I think if women, they just, they will get skittish and be like, oh, he's gonna want to have sex with me. Don't touch me.
But what's this? But why are we even feeling like that?
That, I don't know, girl.
Again,
That's
the dick got to be pretty lousy for me to be even thinking.
yeah. I
Oh
mean,
God,
you
if
know,
I
I,
if I if I touch him, he's gonna want
but you
to
know
fuck
what
me.
though? I don't even
Yeah, if
think
that's the
I don't,
goal.
and I don't even think a lot of time is bad dick because I've been with a guy where his girlfriend did not want to have sex. She just did not want. So I was a little skittish by having sex with him because I was like, well, what's the deal? You know what I'm saying? But he was excellent in bed, very excellent, and he got even better because he was able to open up more and do more things with me because I'm a freak. So, but his
Did you
girlfriend and
just
I
call
was
yourself a
I know
freak?
I'm just joking. I'm not having sex. I just want to say some shit. But it's but it's like so sometimes a lot of the times it's probably not even the fact that that the dick is bad. Just women just don't want to have sex. And it's just, it's a lot like I don't want to fucking work, but if you have a man, ladies, don't torture men and get married if you don't want to fuck.
I
Not
agree.
just leave them alone. I
Leave
mean,
them for the women that want that. Want
you know,
some daily dick or a couple of times a week dick or something. Jesus Christ.
oh,
Oh,
well,
okay.
hold on, hold
So
on. What is
I've
Poppy saying to you? Poppy is saying,
probably
Kate is speaking into my soul. There is nothing better on planet Earth besides money than throat goddess. Okay. Oh,
I just bought this
Poppy one.
candle
Uh huh.
recently and gave it to my husband, and it says, "Light this when you want a blowjob."
You said, I'm sorry, you said what now?
It's a candle, and it has
Okay.
on there, light this if you want a blowjob.
Oh, wow. Oh, that is hot. That is sexy. I love that. Hey, Jess, what's up, girl? Thank you for
Hey,
coming
Jess.
back. Oh my God, that is so cool. Y'all heard that? So Kay has been married for almost 30 years. And I'm sorry, yes, I am frozen. My sister had me a new camera coming. And so all this ghetto hood shit is gonna be stopped, I hope. And I
Struggle
can just
streaming.
struggle streaming hard. But Kay bought her husband a candle. They almost been married for almost 30 years. Okay. And she bought a candle, say, light this candle if you want a blowjob. Okay, like that's what I'm talking about, ladies. Like what is up? Let me see. Dick sucking girls' lives matter. Bobby Blanco is so just dumb. He is so funny. Let
Well,
me
first of all,
see.
let me thank the mods over there trying to keep this fool out.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Damn, I'm out. I'm out. I got
Oh,
it
he a
loaded.
little pecker fellow, Poppy? I don't believe
You
that.
know, you know what I noticed? The men who say they got the little ones, they
You're right.
be having the monsters, girl. Woo!
Yeah,
That's what
it's,
I'm talking about.
except for this one guy I know.
Dang, here we go.
Hey, Jess. Okay, so no, this one guy I know.
Mhm.
He he's I don't want to give who he really is because my husband knows him too, and he's seen
Hold on, hold on,
he's
hold on.
been a
Trash can wave is offering to
okay.
do a public service. He's gonna knock the dust off
He's gonna
because
knock the dust off.
this poor tishy wishy poo. Thank you, Trash can wave. You're such a good moderator. Take care of your girl. Here, go ahead, Gay.
Please, somebody, anybody, somebody. Let me stop. No, this
Oh, God.
guy, he said this stuff in front of my husband too. But
Okay.
he gets drunk and he just starts talking some crazy shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's always talking about the fact that he has a little dick.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm.
And I'm like, who the fuck says that?
So, someone with a big dick or a micro.
No, I think he micro.
Oh, but you don't know for sure.
Based on something his wife said.
Oh, that's what tell. Yeah. Damn,
Yeah,
when your
she's a
wife.
customer of mine.
Oh, got you. Wow.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Mhm.
It said it's the patriarchy for me. Kay bought a candle and made dude so happy he bought her sound equipment. And that's what works. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
he did not buy the sound equipment, but we good. He don't have to buy me another thing as long as we live.
You see, stop embarrassing me in my little wee wee. I'm going to report this shit. You were so stupid.
Poppy is retarded. I'm sorry, we can't even say that word. He has special needs.
You know what, Poppy? Come on, and pull that dick out right now. I'm tired of this little wee wee shit.
Okay,
I want
go on,
it
get shut
right here,
down.
right now. But yeah. So hey, Big Dave, back to you. Hey, how you doing? Welcome, and tell us, guys. Y'all not putting in the chat what, and ladies as well. What is the percentage of importance of sex being important in a marriage? So, what do y'all think? I would love to hear and see y'all comments on that. Let me see. Just Kia Real Talk Daily. How your night going? Let me see. All the women that loves to suck dick without a man throwing hints. God bless you. It is so funny because he seemed like he's speaking it from his soul.
Oh yeah, that came from his soul. He mean that. He mean that.
He said, "God bless y'all. I love y'all."
Okay. But it's sad though, because like women always say, "Oh, you gotta lick it before you stick it." Okay.
Mhm.
But what y'all doing?
Mm. Mm-mm.
I'm
No, you
just saying.
didn't. No,
I'm
you
just
didn't,
saying.
Kay. No,
Flip
you
it. Shoot.
didn't.
Are you sucking before the sticking? I mean, what? I don't understand the problem. If the
Ooh.
dick, what's the problem?
Right.
Now, if you
Wow.
coming to you, what's one of my customers told me that she couldn't suck because her man had cornbread crumbs on his dick all the time.
Oh my
But it
God.
wasn't
Oh my
literally
God.
cornbread
Oh,
crumbs, it just looked dirty all the time. There was always stuff under
oh, like lint
under
or
the
something.
foreskin. Yeah. but she was like, it always has stuff on it.
Oh
And I was just like,
gosh.
yeah, so tell him to go take a shower. Ooh, that
Uh-huh.
fresh out the shower dick though.
Oh
Mm.
yeah, that is not. Oh, I like to smell
Mm.
that lotion, and I mean
What?
that soap on it, that
Let me
zest or
let me holler at
something.
you right quick.
I know, yeah.
Holla at
That's
you.
I like a nice clean dick. Oh, that's so
Right.
good. Oh yeah, it's
Mm.
like a fresh at the
Yes.
wrapper. That fresh, it's like fresh at the wrapper every time, girl.
Yes. I sometimes send him a text. Be
Mm,
like, I'll be there at this time. You
hmm.
need to be fresh out the shower.
Wow.
Yeah, what? Fucking right.
So okay, so why is it? Let me see. Let me hold on. Let me see. I don't send dick pics, ladies.
He
It's
talking
too
about some
little
shit.
one. I did, and a girl call up, please first respond, Mr. Me.
If somebody don't get Poppy's phone, someone take Poppy's phone right now. So, somebody go get his phone.
He is. We say, "Big, I love you. I love you, my white chalk." Oh, we say down for that 68 and a half. Okay, all right. I guess he
Down for
thought
that
about.
68
I
and a
guess
half.
I'm with a 69 or something.
Oh, 68. No,
Hey,
it's just a
black girls
68.
getting
I
their
owe you
shift
one.
together. Hey, girl, what's going on? Welcome
Clean girl,
back.
clean. Clean girl, clean.
Okay, so I had a friend who went through that where
Mm-mm. Not that sweaty stuff. Go ahead, go on somewhere with that Poppy. Mm-mm, no,
I
I
had
got
okay.
limits.
So you know what though? There are men too
That like
that
that sweaty stuff.
know that they will bait a woman into marrying them, and then they don't want to. Like I had a girlfriend of mine where she her man didn't want to have sex, and he didn't want to stick his finger in her butt. It's like she wanted to get down and nasty, and it's like a lot of stuff he didn't want to do. And his thing was, well, we'll do this and that or whatever, all the freaky stuff you want to do after we get married. And then, but my thing is with men or just in general, the best sex is that naughty before you get married sex, right or wrong, it should be. But and then of course after they got married, he didn't want to do nothing. He didn't even want to have sex. So it's not necessarily just a woman thing,
Right. I
you
do
know.
know somebody that did that. I know
Mm,
somebody that did that. Like when they were having all the nasty, freaky sex before
mm.
marriage, and then as soon as they got married, he said, "I can't do that with my wife."
Oh.
So women, does that mean you got a side piece somewhere that you're doing this with?
Okay,
'Cause,
exactly.
I'm still the same chick, you know what I'm saying? But he could not disrespect his wife like that. He saw that stuff as disrespectful, and he would not
Wow.
do it with her anymore. So their sex life went downhill.
Mm,
They still had sex,
right, but he
but
wanted to
all the
have
nasty stuff they was doing before marriage, he cut it off. That's
wow.
whole shit.
Wow. I mean, like I said,
I
like I heard
wish a
this
motherfucker bite.
like I heard this pastor guy says, a lady in the sheets and whatever you need to be in the sheet,
That part.
in the sheets, streets and sheets, whatever the hell I was trying to say. He say, how together is your shift, black girl? He said, I'm
He
putting
said all the way together.
he said, I'm putting the thumb in that ass while I'm hitting it. Okay, trash can ways. So trash can ways, how important is sex to you in marriage? Is that why you're not pressed to getting married? Because of you're afraid a woman's gonna flip on you or what? And black girls getting their shift together. How do you feel about sex in a marriage? Do you feel that's important or what stories
Are we
have you heard?
doing like 1 through 100, or are we doing a scale of one to
Oh yeah,
ten?
that's a good point. 1 to 10. On a scale of 1 to
Okay, so
10,
mine is 7.5.
how is important is sex in a marriage? And
And we're assuming that all parties are physically capable.
right. Yeah, this is normal. Everyone is on the same page. Everyone's feeling good. All that good stuff. And I'm okay. Do you mind if I drop the link for anyone who wants to come up and talk?
Sure.
Okay. Let me see. Black girls getting shift together. I love to hear shit like that. How is that body and face look like?
Try to get
Trash
Poppy.
Josh can't wait to say 80/20. Women just don't keep doing the same thing they started doing at the beginning of the relationship. Okay, to be fair though, do
You need
men?
to do
I
men.
mean, yeah, do I mean men don't either? Do y'all like always want to stuff y'all face in it? No. You
No.
know, do y'all want to stick a thumb in the ass like you said, trash can waves while you hitting it
And,
from the back? No.
and let's go back to that daily sex thing because
Okay.
if we're seriously talking about daily sex, I mean,
Mhm.
are we doing foreplay every day?
No, probably
Or are
not.
we just doing quickies because then how's she getting warmed up? Y'all just come ready most of the time. Y'all just sitting there, rock hard, ready to roll. Are we putting some work into getting her ready 7 days a week?
Well, that's only
That's how
7.5%.
tedious. And if
Yeah.
you're not, then are we doing these 5-minute sessions where she probably didn't have enough time to bust a nut?
Hmm. I mean, like in my last marriage, I believe, or in my second or third marriage. Either way, I because those were just sex gone
Right,
too
right,
far.
right, right.
Um, I didn't have orgasms all the time. Like in the morning time, I really didn't need to warm up because I wake up with a hot vagina. So if they want to get a hit off or whatever in the morning time, I didn't really care. Um,
Ever you was trying to have sex and go to work. You really get to work
Girl, what?
without no
Girl, what? Oh,
interruption.
girl, I used to go to. Oh shit, girl, what? I was super late then. Last shift, black girls getting a shift together. 17 out of 30. You see, it's the only thing. It's the only thing, but it's
I think
very
she meant to
important.
say it's not the
The
only
only
thing,
thing,
but it's
gotcha.
very important.
Right, right. It's not, but there are a lot of hungry men out here. I mean, and you can tell that if they were to get some ass, they would not be so hungry and
Mhm.
ready to just be tipped over to cheating at any point in
Right.
time. You know what I'm
I
saying? And
swear
it's
some of
kind of
these women force these men to cheat. I swear to God. I hate to say it, but I know too many of them that are like they shut off the sex
mm,
right after they say I do.
right. That's
And
so
I'm
stupid. That's
like,
so stupid. What do you
why did you
expect?
get married? Oh, because you wanted to have a baby inside of wedlock. Okay.
Mm. Let me
I'm
say
like, mm-mm.
let me say, sex is very important because if you're fucking your wife, the next door neighbor or her work husband is ducking your wife. Fucking what?
I think he meant to say if you're not fucking your wife.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Let me see.
Okay.
Another issue I find is every time a man brings up a issue with a woman, she always responds back with, What about you do when she don't initiate the discussion in the first place?"
Hold on a second. She responds back with, what about what you don't do when she didn't initiate the discussion in the first one? Okay. Oh, man, brings up an issue. I think that's the woman you're dealing with because I don't. No, I'm. Oh, I mean, I stay on task for the most part. If it's not relevant, then I wouldn't bring it up. But in that particular moment, I bring it up at
Oh
a
my
different moment.
God, okay. Now that you mentioned that, now that you say that, I'm just thinking, oh my God, women don't, and when they marry, they don't give up ass any nagging. Oh shit.
Okay, men are miserable.
Oh
This is
shit,
the truth.
son.
Everybody's aggravating each other and nobody's fucking.
Let me see. I get turned on watching a woman in the kitchen and many other seemingly neutral situations. Do women get turned on watching their man?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What? Look, that motherfucker
Mhm.
could be out there dropping engines and stuff in the vehicle.
Yeah, that would be hot. That would be super hot.
Okay. Look, got every tool known to man and knows how to use them. What? That shit is
Yeah,
sexy as hell.
that is hot. Hey, Blake, welcome back. I think we're going to get along today, Blake, because you came in peace. So I'll be
Poppy, but what
cool.
about the foreplay?
I'm going to
And
give
again, are we talking every night? Because you doing 45-minute sessions every night.
girl. I
I'm
remember
tired.
when
I
me and
mean,
my
don't get me wrong. If you game, I'm game. If he
uh-huh,
game, I'm game. I ain't never saying no. But
right.
um, can you speed this up a little? You ain't got to
Wow.
work that hard. Not for me. I'm not. I shouldn't say that because some women need the work. I don't need all that work.
Right. But I think if a woman is more in tune with her body, it wouldn't take that much work. Like if you
Hmm.
know what's going to
You
make you
got the
calm and
clench.
stuff like, yeah, then it's not that much work. Hey, Blake, how are you,
Hey, Blake.
sweetheart?
Good evening, ladies. How are you?
Oh,
I'm
good.
great.
Like you're a glutton for punishment. You know she gonna give you a hard time. Why?
No,
Absolutely.
he's cool, so I'm cool. That's all.
Okay.
That's me and his little foreplay. And all that
Oh, is
banter.
that y'all?
Like,
Is that what that is? That's y'all sexual
mhm,
tension.
I'm not,
Oh,
mm.
okay.
hey, listen, I'm not pandering to you guys at all. I'm not caping, capping, whatever they call that to the women. But
Okay.
I actually enjoy the foreplay and the lead up more than I actually enjoy the sex.
See, that's what I'm. Well, I can't say
No,
that part.
no,
That
no.
last part, I
I'm
can't
not gonna
agree with
say
you on
that.
that one. But
No.
that lead up all day, like our thing is that intimacy all day. It's
Yeah.
all day flirtation and touching and making lewd jokes and innuendos throughout the day, and sometimes that ends in sex, sometimes it didn't.
I don't be honest with you, I don't have the patience for it. If you're talking nasty to me, then I want some fallout ASAP. I want
Oh,
immediate gratification.
hold on.
But it's
No,
okay if
no,
you know
no.
you're gonna
That's
get it though. Like,
anticipation is half the fun.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm with
Yeah.
you, Kay.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Now,
I
hold
mean,
on. 5 to 6 minutes. Yeah, we could do 5 to 6 minutes. Not every time, but yeah, we could do 5 to 6 minutes. I could do 10 minutes. We could do 30 minutes. Just not
I,
every night.
I,
I'm tired. Shit. Look. A blowjob will knock out most of that. Down to 5 after that. I'm
wow.
sorry. And you know me. Okay, I've said it before. I'm multi-orgasmic. So
Yes, okay. God knows we know.
after 10 I'm liable to have an orgasm every minute. So if we are 20, 30 minutes in, I'm gonna pass the fuck out. I'm tired. I don't want to come no more.
Okay. With that being said, Blake, while Kay is having coming as we speak, seem like, well,
Okay.
Blake, so Blake, how important? So you're not married, correct?
no, I'm not married.
So do you have a fear of getting married and the woman is going to flip script and not want to have sex anymore? Is that like part of the fear of not wanting to get married?
No, not for me. I think any sane person that gets married or any centered person that gets married would kind of have that in that situation, that aspect of the life in control.
Mm-hmm.
None of the women that I've dated that had serious relationships with, we always had a healthy sex life, and it was always present and up front. I mean, it was always there. It was always the main outcome, the main source of
Mm-hmm.
our pleasure and connection together. I mean, I would never think about getting married to a woman that I didn't have a healthy and active sex life with. Um,
Okay. I
it,
mean,
it seems shallow, but it's really not.
No, it's
I mean,
not. It's really not.
so
That's
how
not shallow.
so what's the percentage of on a scale of 100? What's the percentage of how important it is to have a healthy, to have sex during marriage and have a healthy sex life? How important is it to you?
I would say like 80, 85%.
Okay.
But again, I don't just consider sex life, just the act of sex. I mean,
Okay.
it's the waking up in the morning and you're rushed and she's rushed and she gets out of the shower and she's looking good and she's wearing a towel and you kind of like, you're seeing how the evening is going to play out and you kind of like walk up behind her and like suck on her earlobe for a minute and you just tell her you're mine tonight, something like that.
Mm,
Smack her on the butt, sending nasty text messages throughout the day, like you
mm.
guys joking, asking them what they're eating for lunch, show
And
me a
then
little, show
and
me a
then
little picture in the bathroom, that kind of thing. There's
uh,
always,
she said, "What are you eating for lunch?" And you said, "These nuts." That's what you said.
no, no, not like that.
Oh, that's not sexy.
Not, not exactly like that. No, these nuts. That's terrible. I would never even say that. Not even in a joke. That's so. I don't know.
I mean, but she's laughing and stuff. Be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna eat these nuts or whatever."
Maybe you could say it in like, your best imitation of a drunken frat guy or something like that. That's
Wow.
that's terrible.
I mean, so what you're saying is, you always had a healthy, sexual experience, blah blah blah. But after marriage, a lot of people have healthy sexual experiences. Hold on, let me pull this up real quick. Let me see. Let's see. I'm sorry, I got all of these the same color, so I don't know what's what.
Oh, go back to. Hold on. I saw
Let's
one
see.
in there.
You said
Never
what
mind.
now?
Keep going. Keep going.
me see. 80% of married people aged 35 to 44 had premarital marital sex with their spouse. So is 83%, majority of us had sex before marriage. But then after marriage, that's when things, gets kind of tweaky. You know what I'm saying? So how do you know, or, so you have no fear that that will change after marriage. So you feel like you have a handle on the woman to know that wouldn't happen, or like how would you know?
Yeah, I
There's no
think
way to
so.
know.
And if it changes drastically, between one portion of your life to the next, obviously that's not the only thing that has changed. A lot of people
Mm,
kind of get caught in the two income trap and they get stressed out and running back and forth and bills and gas and taxes and all sorts of things get in the way of a sex life, but it doesn't dissipate the connection that you had with that person beforehand. There's other things affecting your mental state, and your schedule and your energy levels and all
mm-hmm.
sorts of stuff. um, I don't think that it's a lack of attraction to the partner necessarily. I think maybe once, too, when people get married, their idea of their role or the relationship might change a little bit, or you try to switch gears or try to take a lead or something like that. That might change too. But I mean, the basic level and connection of each other's minds and what you saw in that partner doesn't change. I don't think it gets clouded for sure, but I think clarity is a good thing for a relationship, for men and women,
Absolutely.
for families.
Okay, so the main thing, so okay, do you think there's a way to know, for men to learn and know that a woman may flip script? I mean, because we can't admit this is a problem in marriage, correct? There are a
Oh,
lot
it's
of
definitely a
hungry men.
problem in marriage.
Right. So what can we share? Well, what can you share with men
Well, I was
on how to vet
honestly,
a woman that she will keep that same energy or not deviate too far from it once you get married? How can a man vet a woman, since sex is so important to men, which it should be, is important in marriage, you know?
hmm I don't know if there's a way to really know that for sure outside of knowing whether or not she's literally having orgasms or faking them. Because
Mm.
if she's really enjoying sex and not just faking the funk to get the ring,
Hmm.
I don't see why she would stop having sex after marriage.
Okay.
And life can get hectic for people and things may slow down, but to cut it off,
Mm.
yeah, she wasn't enjoying that.
Mhm. I mean, but we can agree too, though, that is not necessarily an enjoyment thing, because women, they don't even want to touch their own vaginas. You
Right,
know
but
what I'm
that's
saying?
that's a comfort thing, it's taboo for some women still to this day that they won't do it. But
Mhm.
that's not everyone. Every woman's not on that level where they're afraid to touch their own vaginas, which still baffles me. But
Right.
especially in the Black community, that's not something our mothers ever said. It's okay to enjoy sex, or
Mm.
I wasn't told that sex was bad, but I was, good girls don't do this, good girls don't do that, and
Right.
this is degrading. This is degrading. Oral sex and all that kind of stuff like that. So,
Right.
you know, even though I was always open sexually, when it came to oral sex, I had hangups. I was thinking,
Right.
this is beneath me. This is, good girls don't do that. So I literally, I didn't stay away from it, but I wasn't feeling real good about myself when I did it. So it took me a while before I got to that point where I was like, oh, shoot, what is the problem? This is my husband. What's the problem?
Right.
Why am I acting like I've done something wrong? Why am I feeling ashamed of myself? You know, there's power in the head game, man. And it took me a minute to get there, but I was, I want to say, I don't know. I was married for several years before I would admit, like my sister and I, we used to talk about sex all the time, and I would
Right.
always say I was not doing that. Like I was embarrassed to say that I had ever performed oral sex.
Wow.
Yeah, Literally, she was like, when I finally admitted it to her, I made it sound like it was the first time I'd ever done it.
Oh no, you did.
Yeah, I told her years later that I had lied, but by then I had built my
Right,
confidence up, and you know, I wasn't just doing it because it was my wifely duty. I was doing it because I enjoyed it.
right.
So my whole perspective on it changed,
Oh
but
my
I had
God,
to
we need
come
to.
up with that
You know what?
realization myself.
We need to do a show on how many women actually genuinely enjoy giving head. You know what I'm
You know,
saying? Because I
a lot of
enjoy
women don't
it.
enjoy it because they don't even feel like they're doing it right.
Mm.
And some of them have gotten what I call that tap on the shoulder. Come
Ooh.
on up. It's all right. You can stop now.
That.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
thank you.
okay. Come on.
But I mean, to go along with this, you can like tell when you're not doing something right, or you're not hitting their spot, or they're not
Right.
enjoying it, or they're not comfortable with it. Like all you have
Some
to
men don't
do is
care though. Some men don't
feel
care. What's
well,
up, Poppy?
feel their tension and their
You.
body language, and whether they're holding their breath or not, or like there's all
Some men
sorts
do
of
not
ways.
care. Some men do not care.
Not, I'm sorry, don't care about what?
Look, they don't even care. Like one of the telltale signs, she dries up on you. It's not working for her, right?
Mm.
That man will spit in his hand and keep right on going. He don't care. He just want to bust his nut. He does not care
Ooh.
about her.
But you know what?
I
Maybe men,
can't.
but maybe men feel like how we feel. Like we don't feel confident about giving head sometimes because we don't really know what we're doing. Maybe, and so we just
Which
don't
is
really.
why I teach a class. But go
Right,
ahead.
exactly. And so maybe that's why men don't really care about if a woman
Blake,
comes
I
to.
literally teach a class.
You
I
would love.
literally I that's one of my professions. I teach a class.
No, no,
Please
no. I
sign up
know.
to
I'm
K
just.
classes, please. Everybody in the chat, hit up Kate. She gonna teach you how to suck dick, ride dick, throw it back.
Hello, I'm calling the
She got
whole
a course
class. I
going
had a
on right
dick
now.
sucking
It's a
class.
course.
I mean, it's the
How much
same
the
thing,
course
but
goes?
let's have some class, huh?
How much? How much the course goes?
It's $50 per person, 75 for
$50
one on
first. How
one.
many
But if
hours?
groups of six or more, $50 a person,
How many hours?
huh?
How many
As long
hours?
as it takes.
It's an actual dick in there that you're gonna teach live.
No, we're using a dildo.
I don't want to go there.
Well, you're not invited.
Poppy wants first class to be the model in the
I'm
room.
trying to see
No,
what kind of girl. I'm
you
trying to
think
see
you're
what kind
getting a
of girls
blowjob
going
for
over
fifty
there. I'm about
dollars?
to show
No,
up.
no, no.
Listen, I'm trying to provide my services so the girls can practice. So and I tell them if
No,
they're doing it
no,
right or they're
that's not
doing
how
it
this works.
wrong.
That's not how any of this works. No, black girls getting their shift together. Yes, we have been taught to be shameful about sex,
I will
Even though
change you, baby. I got you. I will make you
even
feel like
though
a
it's
queen. You
natural.
suck that dick real good, baby. I will love you forever.
Listen, Kay, though, this is kind of what's funny, and this isn't why I was laughing earlier, though. It's just the vision of seeing a bunch of women in a room. I mean, I'm not laughing at the idea.
I got you.
It's okay. So you know who Bill Burr is, the comedian? Have you ever heard of
Yeah.
him? Okay. He did a piece one time, and he was talking about this article that this woman wrote, and she's talking about like all these rich men and why they're such jerks with women and stuff like that. And he made a joke about it because he was saying, why is this woman writing an article about what it's like to have a penis?
Right.
And so I'm sitting here thinking about this, and I'm like, why are women teaching other women how to give head?
Well,
Why
see,
would
now
why
here's the
would
thing.
men teach women how to give head?
Well,
Nah,
I
that's kind
think,
of
and,
weird.
and this is one of the things that I express to women
I
is
mean, no,
that
I mean, like
men need to tell their women exactly what it is they want, just like women need to tell their men exactly what they want. But people aren't having that conversation.
right.
Yeah, he'll tell her no teeth, but but he's not really giving her blow by blow instructions of how he wants his
blow
dick
by
sucked.
blow instructions.
This thing. So so
But to be fair,
it
yo,
would be
like
great if everybody would have open conversations about sex and what they need and what they require. I'm gonna tell you what I need. I want you to tell, and but I open the door to have those conversations with my husband. Hey, do you want? Is there something we haven't tried yet that you want to try? Is there something you want me to be doing differently? Um, Whatever the case may be, because shoot, I may have a list too. So let's have this
Well,
conversation.
let me tell you about Kay though, because I asked her just randomly. I was like, okay, you do the class. I say, so what are you exactly saying? And so she just gave me like a quick rundown. When I say she didn't have no model. She doesn't know this, but just the little bit she told me, something simple as holding the dick by the base and controlling it, because y'all wiggle around, squirm around, and we lose control. Just controlling the dick.
I want
Do
to
the
shove.
dance, do the dance
They
again,
want
do
to
the
do this
dance.
shit right here.
And he's like,
Okay, when you get bit, don't say nothing. Stop that shit right there. Stop it. You're gonna get bit.
I mean, and that really did help so much, and it made me did more have more empowerment, enjoying giving oral sex. So
It
I
no longer
love
feels like
doing
a job.
right, and I
Right.
absolutely love it, and I just want to show off and do it all the time. Like who?
Right. It's
For real?
like TLA says all the time, slow stroking, man. You got the slow stroking, drag it out. It's like a game. You have fun with it and control that shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, so how do y'all guys feel about women who just want to suck your dick for your birthday or for
That
like
holiday head.
the holiday head? But
I
not every
hate those
holiday.
bitches. I hate
What
them.
you say?
I hate them. They don't
Right.
stick
That
around. They gotta
holiday
go.
head. Look, I used to make a post like every Father's Day talking about y'all better gear up for y'all holiday head. Because
Valentine's
that's
Day and the birthday.
Father's Day and birthday. Yeah. Women would have, I always look at it from both sides because I'm like, women would have a fit if he only went down on her once or twice a year. So why
Yeah.
are you doing the holiday head? And then the women that do holiday heads, they don't get into it. They doing
No.
pretty girl head with like licking it like a lollipop and stuff and doing everything but suck the dick. so, so yeah, those are the women you want to stay away from.
Yeah, they don't
Okay,
stick
hold on.
around.
So let me ask you this, Kay, and the guys. So are there any indicators that you may get involved with a woman that's going to be stingy with ass after you get married? Are there any kind of indicators, or I mean, or is it just a big old switch off? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
What are the
Like,
indicators?
Well, I'm not married, so I
I
don't know
mean,
how,
We
how
know
that,
you ain't
but I
married.
live, but I live with a girl, with a girl before.
mm-hmm.
So the mother of my kids, she changed when you have kids. So
Mm-hmm.
That's
yeah, usually when the kid comes, all that fucking is over. Because that fucking kid gonna be between you and your pussy. At the time
that
she's done with the
definitely
kid,
happens.
yeah, at the time she's done with the kid, whatever, she gonna be tired. So you start getting ass, but I call it ratios. Like just a little bit here, couple times during the week, maybe if you're lucky. Sometimes at the time she's done with the kid, you already sleep. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So that it all depends. And as a man, you gotta understand that.
Right.
I understand that because it's a whole new person now. This little kids now they need all the attention. Sometimes then why I have to stay all night on with the kid. And you know like usually when kids are little, they sleep what for like 2-3 hours at a time, maybe tops.
Right.
Yeah, especially if they're nursing. They go
Exactly.
right through that. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
also
that
another
kids
thing when y'all
affect
have
people.
kids, y'all don't feel good about your body no more, so y'all don't really want to fuck like that.
And then the hormones are up and
Mhm.
down and stuff like that. So I mean, but that's the thing where, and I've been married before, so I understand. You have to be cognizant of
Really?
that.
You gotta be married for it?
Yeah, I have been.
How many times?
And once you shut up, I'll make you my fourth husband.
Ooh wee!
Anyway,
Ooh wee!
anyway, Mwah, mwah. Anyway.
Oh, I'm coming. I'm coming over there.
Oh,
Don't
see,
don't do
that's
that.
all he need right there.
Mwah, mwah.
I'm looking at North Carolina flights right now. Uh-huh. Don't play with me.
Okay, I guess you want to get married while you here.
I'm a head junkie, so relax. I'm a head junkie. I
But
need
and
are you
red
that.
performing as
and,
often as you're receiving?
and red lipstick don't smear. Black girls getting their shift together said, as does size matter? Is it important? Don't
The
ask
size
Kate.
matter?
Don't ask Kate this question. Oh
What?
Lord,
I
don't ask
mean,
Kate this question.
I'm a size queen. I don't know. But but okay, so the size matter. I think it depends on the woman. So I actually know women that prefer smaller penises.
They do. I know they
That's
do.
cat, yo. That's
I,
cat.
I do
I know some women that
because they don't
prefer
want to do no
smaller.
work. They don't want to do no
No, it's
work.
not even about not doing any work. I think it's more because they've had experiences with pain.
Mm.
And stuff like that. Shoot, and for anal sex, see, I can't be covering nobody with no 12-inch dick. You ain't putting that in my ass. What you doing? Go play with
But
traffic.
your pum stretches anyway, so it's not.
We talking
Listen,
about the ass. I was saying the ass.
oh,
So,
is that what you?
yeah, we ain't
I mean,
talking
I
about the
don't really.
punani. We talking about
I
the
ain't gonna lie to
punani.
you. That's not my thing right there. When girl
Right.
asks me to fuck them in the ass, I mean, I just do it, but it's not like that because I cannot really get wild with it like that. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, but you're so look. You have such a small dick. I mean, why not? You should be able to just
Oh yeah,
run
yeah,
it
yeah.
out.
You're
Yeah,
right.
Hey,
there you go.
I can't even
Yeah,
flex
you
hey,
see it
that.
slip right
You're
up in there.
right.
hey.
Don't even need any lube. But I
I
think
cannot
Hold
reach
on.
my
size
full
does
potential.
So it
size
says.
does
So
matter
so
to
it says
some
more than says,
people.
hold on, more than a third of currently married women have had Saint anal sex. So that's a pretty good amount. That's a pretty
Yeah,
good amount.
that's
So
Said
pretty
it.
what
good.
is a third? 1/3, so what? 33%.
33%.
Mm-hmm.
Every day a holiday. Size matters. Size does matter to some people.
You know what? I had, it's and I mentioned this on Poppy Blanco because he did a show recently, like yesterday about
2 days
size
ago, yeah,
matters.
yeah.
Yeah, and I've had I had a couple of big dicks,
Woo!
um,
I don't want to hear that.
and
What's big? What's your idea of big? Because
uh
everybody has a different idea of what big is.
yeah yeah, it was big. It was more than an average 6 inches.
Okay,
It
so
was
we
pretty.
talking 9? Are we talking 12?
I mean, it wasn't 12. It was probably a good
What's the
10.
standard? The standard
The
too
the
was like
sta- the sta- the, sta-
7.
the standard is six, like five and a half,
Five
6
and a
inches.
half.
I thought it was 7.
No, no, that's
No.
not. No,
No,
that's no,
no.
no.
Oh,
That's
okay.
now it depends on I was never mind, I can say it. But five and a
I know
half
where
is
you're
the
going. You might as well say it.
national
You said or I
average.
said it. It depends on what race.
It can. It can depend on race. But what they call it? At the national average is 5.5 inches. But it's not and nothing's considered big until it hits 8.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, but so I had a big one, and it was just horrible. It's to the point now. But then I had a small one, which was my third
I'm
husband,
allergic to little
and
dick.
but and the sex was still pretty good. I enjoyed it. It was. I mean, he was very athletic and everything.
Were you clenching to the point of
I mean,
aneurysm?
yeah, I mean,
I'm just trying to-
you're such
that's
a
that's what I'm always thinking. Like, oh my God, how you clench on that?
I mean, sometimes I wish he could hit my cervix, but he didn't. But it was still pretty good. You know what I'm saying?
So he could make it into the foyer, but he couldn't get to the attic.
Yeah, but I was
No,
told that
yeah.
what females like, what most females like was something around the 7 and 9 area, and by the thickness of it. That's what females like, the girth of it.
It
I
needs
mean,
some. It definitely needs some girth. You can't be like a
yeah,
dinner bell.
yeah.
You have to be able to hit all the sides at one time. Hit this corner, then hit that. No, you gotta hit all that together.
Okay, so
You
Black
gotta
Earth.
get the whole thing, huh?
So
Girth is where it's at.
yeah? So what about the girth?
Yeah, that's the thickness. That's
Right.
what you
Yeah. What
just said.
about it? Yeah.
Girth is
They
where
say
it's
it's
at. You
support.
gotta
That's
have
what
some
girls like the
thickness, man.
most.
Yeah, we need to.
But every girl that I know that be talking about shit like this, they like the big thing. You
Now I
see
don't
what I'm
want my
saying?
hand open like this now. Gone playing traffic. I'm gonna need this bitch to work tomorrow. You can't, you can't come and kill it in one day. No, no.
Going
So,
back to what you were saying earlier though about like indications of bad relationships and sex changing.
Right.
The people that I've heard talk that, were unsatisfied or were married or, people that I talked to online and stuff, I would say one indicator is a woman that's afraid to express herself, like
Mm.
even vocally, like, a woman who's afraid to speak up or give her
mhm.
opinions about something, or, timid women usually are, I would say, more prone to doing something like that.
Mm.
Hypochondriacs, women who have either, whether they're real or not, health problems, women who complain a lot. I would say that's a big indicator, a big red flag.
Oh, that's a good
Women who complain
point.
a lot during sex.
Like, ow,
No,
that hurt.
no,
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
about everything, about primarily their health problems. Um, and
I don't know
another,
because I know some sick freaks. I I'm sorry. I know some women that got some major health problems, and all they're worried about is vegetarian fucking.
Well, I'm not saying all, but maybe most. You know, I'm just
Right. Yeah, we got you.
there's always exceptions for God's
Right.
sake.
Right.
And maybe I'm weird, but I never could just get a blowjob. I always had to be doing something. The whole holiday head kind of thing that doesn't exist in my book because I could never just like sit back and not touch her or not do something. There has to be like mutual pleasure in order for me to enjoy it, in order for me to get off.
Blake gonna have to be tied up. I see.
Oh,
I mean, I'm not saying I couldn't do it, but it would be
go ahead.
I've never been tied up though.
Oh, you missing out.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That part too.
Sit there and take it.
Take that.
What? Slap them cuffs on real quick before you know what happened. Like, whoa.
Papa, you been tied up before?
Yeah, what his dreads?
You
Like
don't trust
what you mean, like
anybody
tied
enough?
up with handcuffs and all of that?
Handcuffs, ribbons, whatever.
I do the tie.
Pantyhose.
Nobody gonna tie me up. Fuck.
You wouldn't let anybody tie you
Hell
up?
no. Huh?
Why not?
Listen, man, you never know. You see
never
what I'm
know.
saying?
You gotta trust the person. You can't just do
I
it
don't trust.
random
That's the
people.
thing. I don't trust nobody.
You don't trust even your baby
No,
mama.
that's different, man. That's different.
Yeah,
I'm talking
so you
about
would
girl
let
that's
her tie
messing
you up?
around with. Huh?
You would let her tie you up though, right?
Nah. Nobody tie me up. Hell no.
So
For all I know, she would tie me on, then she probably trying to kill me after that. How the fuck I defend myself?
What'd you do?
the way you act, yeah, I can see that, yeah.
She was like, nigga, didn't I tell you?
Right.
What I'm gonna do, man? My hands is tied. I'm gone.
Or hold on, you know what would be funny? If you have an iPhone, tie you up, take that phone, put it over your face, unlock that bitch, and be up on your phone, you tied up.
That-
Yeah, that's a good idea, man. Start giving people ideas. Still snitching, man.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh
right.
no, somebody did that.
Really?
Yeah, I
Girl,
was thinking
have
about
to be
somebody
done.
did that
That's
to
like,
their
listen, because a guy, we easy. Like we fall easy. All the girl have to do is, hey baby, come on, I'm gonna put this pussy on you. Boom! The nigga go over there, right? You're like, yeah. Hold on, let me tell you in. Okay, right. Suck this dick, baby. Suck this dick. That girl gonna grab that phone and clap.
Yep.
That's easy.
But you know how to get out of that? Just
Oh.
have it keep putting jacked up expressions on your face. The phone will not open.
For real?
It will not. Like my girlfriend
was tied up the whole day,
hold on,
so you
but
away.
I mean, but I'm just saying she can't get in that phone.
And I mean, but be tied on to you unlock that phone.
But you be so surprised, you be like, and then next thing
I know.
But
I was laughing at my girlfriend.
She like stick your tongue out and shit like that.
No, like my girlfriend has an iPhone, and she was she was laughing so hard. She had a gummy, and so she couldn't stop laughing, and her phone would not recognize her face.
That gummy had her all fucked up.
Yeah, but I don't let people time.
It one of them Delta 8s.
I had a few girls.
That's how we pass it out like candy.
I had a few girls telling me they want to tie me out. I'm like, nah, nigga, that ain't gonna fly with me.
Wow.
Nah.
So this is the thing, guys. Just like y'all preach to us how we need to have better decision making. We need to have better discernment with picking guys for mates and stuff like that, and have the good guys in our life. Y'all like to tell us that. It's the same thing with y'all. If y'all know that sex is very important to y'all, and if y'all don't want a woman that's going to flip script, just like Blake was saying, there are indicators, like he was saying, if a woman's always complaining or, there's going to be a high chance that woman, as soon as, the I do's are said, then that sex is going to be cut off. So don't get caught up in all of, she's riding and she's sucking and she do all this and all that. But then outside the bedroom, the moods are flipping. She's always complaining, she's not nurturing. I think that's a big indicator right there. I really think there's a big correlation between a woman who lacks a nurturing spirit and a woman who's going to want to please you and care about your dick,
That's the care right there, because
total body. You gotta love all of you and want to nurture all of you.
If a girl is into you because she wants to, like, if a girl is into you, she wants to fuck you all the time. That's how you know. She
You
want
say what?
no, no. If the girl is into you, she wants to like fuck you all the time. She want to be
Right.
on top of you all day. Now you gotta understand that she gonna change if you have kids. You see what I'm saying?
She can. It not necessarily. Doesn't necessarily
It
work
will
that way.
change no matter what, yo. That's just if a
No.
kid come in play. If you
Hey,
was fucking
I had four
like
babies.
7 times a week, that automatically come
Ain't
down to
shit
like you lucky
changed
if you
except
get
for
two
them
kids.
8 weeks. I took 8 weeks off. And the first time, oh, with the
For real?
first baby,
Okay, you
with the first
nasty.
baby, I tried to.
You
I
nasty.
look 3 weeks in, we tried, and I was like, "Ooh,
Oh,
no, never again,
oh
never again."
no,
Look, we
man.
got this far in. I was in so much pain. I was like, "No, we're not doing this."
After
So,
after my after I had my baby, we went in. He lied to me about something to make me open up, and it was only like 2 weeks after I
mm-mm.
had a baby.
Well, that's
Ain't no
gross.
way.
Please stop.
Like I said, 2 weeks. I mean, 3 weeks in, we got this far. I was like, "Nope, hurt too much." We stopped. And after
What
that, I took eight
what's the
weeks after
minimum
each
weight? Like I
baby.
think it was 6 weeks, right?
6 weeks, yeah,
It's
6 weeks.
6 weeks.
That's
My
gross,
doctor
man.
cleared
I
me at
got it
six
wait.
weeks,
I
and
got
I
it
was
wait
like,
like
"No,
I got to wait like 4 months.
oh, I no." The most I've waited is 8 weeks, and that's it. Eh,
That's a battlefield down there, man.
Poppy
That's a
Yeah,
Blanco.
bloodbath
well, hold
down
on.
there, yo.
If what you call it? If you're nursing, it helps, but you
Mhm.
gotta do put the work in.
Hold up,
She got to
Poppy
be putting the
Blanco.
work in.
Hold on, you saying you won't have sex with a woman for 4 weeks?
For 4 months
I
after she
mean,
had my
hold on, four
baby.
months? Why? What's wrong with you?
Because you gotta let that thing heal and
You got
breathe,
to. It
yo.
has to heal,
Yeah, I know it's
but it
6 weeks,
don't
but I
take
still
that
go.
long.
Ah,
Okay,
man,
so
nah,
Poppy
nah.
Blanco, what are you doing for those 4 months? Come on, 4 months and no sex? Come on now.
No sex with her.
Then she got a mouth.
What that mouth do?
She got another exit.
I,
We
Well,
put that to work real quick. No, but listen, I'm not like that, yo. It's just like if she have a baby, yo, I'm giving all the breaks in the world. I'm not in the rush. You see what I'm saying?
okay.
That's why you got to get a second girlfriend so she can provide.
You know what?
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
I knew this
Yours
was
just sounded a
a little
little
too
too
easy. Well,
understanding.
I
exactly.
am being understanding.
Oh, he's so sweet. I knew it
I
was
am being
something.
understanding. I'm giving you extra 2 months. Like 4 months. I think 4 months. You shouldn't be fucking your girl after she had your baby in 6 weeks. That's too close, yo.
Yeah,
I,
trash can
And
wait.
she's supposed to have the stitch when the stitches come up.
After the Apollo fight.
First,
Adrian.
first of all, the vagina is very elastic, so it's not like it's all beat up for real, for real. You
But
know what I'm
it
saying?
could be stretched out and stitches
Right.
and all kinds of stuff. So it could, look, I'm good at 8 weeks, but another month probably wouldn't have killed me. But by then I was horny as hell. Huh?
So hold on. After the 8 weeks, okay. Do you feel it was a difference? Like, do you like?
Yeah, it wasn't as snug. It takes time to get it back where it was, or at least really close to where it was. So yeah, more time is better. But yeah, I was horny. He was horny. My jaws hurt. I'm fine.
I'll add this to the list of stuff that you need to be wary of as guys. There's a
Okay.
lot of women that enjoy sex, but they're not confident enough or to
Mhm.
initiate sex.
Mm.
And if there's a woman that you're dating and you're always making the first move, it doesn't matter how wet she gets, doesn't matter how into it she gets. If
Mhm.
she's not confident enough to initiate sex, you probably just need to move on down the road.
Wow. Are you
I think it all
That's
serious?
kind
depends
of
on the
harsh.
person, though. I think
Yeah.
Blake. I think it depends on the person. You gotta know the girl that is in front of you because some girls are very shy, but they like to fuck. They just ain't gonna say.
But yeah,
Then I got some other girls that they just love to fuck. They be on some like, yo, come to my job, or come to the mall. Let's do some wild shit like that. You see what I'm saying? So it
Mhm.
all depends on the girl that is in front of you. That doesn't mean that you don't want you. You just gotta know her routine.
And then some women like to be chased. I mean, some women like, for a man to paw at them and to always be the pursuer, maybe. I mean, but I can see what you're saying, Blake. I mean, if she's not, and I guess what you're also saying, if she's not craving it enough to tap on your shoulders as well, then that's going to be an indicator that she's not going to want to keep it going after you get married. Is that what you're saying, Blake, as well?
Yeah, because information has to flow both ways. Like, you know,
Right.
if you
Communication is important.
if you and information isn't even, and communication is not even just words. You know, if the guy gets into a position after the marriage takes place where, you know, he's stressed out about money, or work's not going so great, or, you know, he's not sure what his role is, that woman's got to be able to go to him and, you know, rub up on him, or, you know, kiss his cheek, whisper in his ear, that kind of thing, and say, hey baby, I want you, you know, we need this, we got to do this tonight, you know, I can't take it anymore, I love you, you know, all this kind of stuff. If she never initiates anything, and she can't create a soft spot for him to come to and kind of fall down in, accept him, you know, love him, please him, all that kind of stuff,
Right.
the man can't be that role all the time.
Right.
Right.
It just doesn't work that way.
Right.
Well, and one of the things that I tell women, are that when men don't necessarily care about lingerie one way or the other, but when you put on lingerie, you have initiated sex.
Yes.
And that means that you were thinking about it before he approached you, and that puts him in a good headspace.
Oh,
So
That's
the
right.
lingerie symbolizes more than I got on some lace over my tits. Is I'm actually wanting to have sex with you without you trying to hit up on me. I'm coming to you with it. Even if I just walk around the house in it, the gauntlet is down. You know what's up.
It's
You know what
effort.
I'm saying?
right.
I don't have to actually say, come get this, even though I would. But the average woman, she doesn't have to say anything. It's just the fact that she put that lingerie on means that her mind is where his is, or where she wants his mind to be. And it's initiation of some type. Men want to feel wanted too.
Right.
I managed a restaurant, and it was late nights. You know, sometimes I would get home at 11:30, midnight, 1 o'clock. And one night, our relationship wasn't going that great, but this is the best woman that I ever dated, best relationship that I'd ever been in. And she was getting upset with my late nights. So I told her one night, you know, put on a blindfold, you know, send me some pictures, that kind of thing, in the
Mhm.
bed, and I'll be there as quick as I can. She lit some candles. And that was at my request. And every Friday and Saturday night after that, that's what she did, but on her own.
Oh, that's
And
so sweet.
it
Yeah.
And
was,
you let her
it
get
was,
away.
huh?
And you let her get away.
Kinda, yeah. I shouldn't have. I should go back down there and propose right now.
Sound like
Oh,
somebody's still in love.
I definitely,
oh.
I definitely am. I definitely am.
So what?
Oh,
So why did y'all break up in the first place, Blake?
I really couldn't tell you. It was a stupid argument, and we both got hot headed. And
ooh,
Mm,
hair
I
raising underarms.
told her that I was going to leave,
and you did.
and I did. And she helped me pack up my stuff because she was a hothead too. And I don't know why we never. I don't know.
Fixed it.
Yeah, I don't know
Uh,
why we didn't fix it. It
You
wasn't
still
really
got her
even.
number?
Yeah,
You need to reach out.
it wasn't even
Send
over
that
anything.
hey big head text.
Hey, big head.
Are you up? Are you
Are
up,
you
baby?
out? Oh, what you
That's my
doing?
test after 10, after 11 o'clock at night. Are you up, baby?
She, hey, listen though, she's still in love with me too, and I'm almost 100% on that. But I can tell you this: she's the kind of girl that wouldn't respond to a text. The only way she would actually respond is if I showed up at her damn door.
Uh-oh.
Okay. How
You
Dick
far
don't want to
away
do
is
first.
she
that,
from you?
Blade. You never
She
know who's over there.
she wouldn't appreciate the. It's cheap to send a text. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's ingenuine. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's lazy.
Right. Well, that's good you think that way because most men they don't care about that. I mean, but at the same time, Blake, as you know, sex isn't everything. You know, I mean, it does help a lot, but if y'all are two hotheads, you know, that's probably something you want to kind of explore more because there's nothing worse than getting in a marriage and you just always battling and beefing and what's going to dry up the sex. You know, a lot of
Mhm.
times in a lot of cases. You know.
Oh, we didn't fight, but maybe 3 or 4 times in 3 years. There was
Oh.
nothing. There was nothing crazy that was ever taking place in our relationship. We got hot headed because there were things that were bothering her and things that were bothering me. Like she wanted me to quit that job, and I was making a lot of money, and
Okay.
and and it was a tremendous success. I turned this restaurant around, and I was
Mhm.
I was afraid to quit because number one, I was making so much money. And number
Right.
two, the business was, like I said, an overwhelming success. I was proud of what I did, and
Right.
it made me feel insecure to let go of that
Mm-hmm.
to go try to search for something else. You know what I mean? Like that was
Right.
a comfortable spot for me, and I don't think she understood that.
Right. Well, that's not the woman for you then. If a woman doesn't understand that you're a man and you're making money, and that's important to you at that point in your life, she should support it, and because she's
But
getting the
she wasn't the
benefits of
woman
that.
for him at that moment.
Well,
Right.
I made the mistake of never having that discussion with her.
Right.
It boiled
So
up inside me and it boiled up inside
Mhm.
her. We never actually talked about it.
I'm with Big Dave. Drive your ass over there, Blake.
Blade want her back, huh?
I'm
I
just
do.
saying. I mean, have a real conversation. Get all the stuff
Mhm.
out in the open and see if there's anything left. And see if y'all can fix that shoe. When you run up on someone that you say this is the best person ever, and she's still single, yeah,
Mhm.
you need to go on and pump some of that $5 a gallon gas and roll your ass on out there.
Hey, you know what was funny though too? Like my dad and my relationship was never very good. But one day he just decided to show up at the house. It was like on a Saturday,
Okay.
and she had two children that
Mhm.
weren't mine. And while I was out there talking to my dad, I offered him a cup of coffee. And anyways, her son came out and he said something to me or asked me something, and I told him, yeah, I'll help you out in a minute. And my dad was really taken aback by it, and he goes, and he didn't say much, and he was not a tender guy, but he goes, that boy could be your son. And
Oh.
he was talking about how he looked
Okay.
primarily, but and then the way he responded to me, like her son. I was like,
Mhm.
maybe this is like, happily ever after, kind of like, two
How
peas in a
long
pod.
ago was this?
Oh God, 2012, somewhere around in
Been a
there.
minute ago.
Yeah, it's
Right.
been a while. And the messed up thing is within 3 weeks after we broke up, I was dating my ex, uh, or the mother of my child, anyway, and that was the
Mhm.
worst. And that was the worst relationship I'd ever been in. She was pregnant within a month after we met, and I was like, I
Oh,
went from,
wow.
I went from the best that I ever had to the absolute worst I ever had. It was so stupid.
Mm,
Right.
You think
Wow.
that's a punishment or something?
It might be, or just a direct result
Probably
of
karma.
yeah.
I believe
Wow.
in karma though.
But I will say this though, and when you guys were talking about being pregnant and how it dries up sex, I was never more attracted to my baby's mother than right after I found out she was pregnant and right after she had my daughter.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I've
And
heard
and,
that
and again,
before.
I'm not
Mhm.
like pandering to anybody here. I'm
Mhm.
not trying to win any kind of
Yes, you
prizes.
are, Blake. You trying to get all
Leave
this
him
pregnant
alone,
pussy
Poppy.
around here, man. You think you're slick?
No, no,
You
no, no,
trying to
no.
keep Tisha off that ass this week. I don't
I'm
know.
fucking with you though.
Go ahead, Blake.
Like there was something about like, well, I mean, her boobs were bigger and stuff, after she had my daughter, but like seeing her hold the kid and knowing that the kid's in there and
Mhm.
And
she's
it's your
sleeping
child.
with
My
Yeah.
husband said
the
that
child, and
too.
there was just something about it.
Hold on.
Just
I got a question, Blake. Did you breastfeed?
she
Oh
did
my gosh.
she did for a little while.
No,
I
she wants
said,
to know
did you?
you.
No, I didn't, but you know what she did?
You
We were
never
discussing
tasted
that.
breast milk?
I
Huh?
taste it. I
Oh,
taste
did
it.
I suck? Okay, no, 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 no. No, she didn't want that. But th- this was something funny that happened though. Okay, so after she
My husband steal all my baby's nutrients. I'm
Wow.
sitting there
I
catching
thought
a
about
meal
it.
over here.
I thought about it, but
That is so crazy.
right
He's
after
talking about,
she
it's
found out she
sweet.
was pregnant, we started discussing what we were going to do, and I kept saying, I wanted to breastfeed, and she's like, "Well, I don't want to breastfeed," and we fought about it back and forth. And one day she came over and she threw like the stack of like probably 10 pages at me, and it was all stapled together. And she goes, "If you want to, then you do it." And so I started reading what she threw
Damn.
at me, right? And what it was men are actually men can breastfeed.
Yeah, I've heard that before. It takes
Breastfeed.
a lot of work
What do
and
you
What you
it's
mean
mean?
men can
painful.
breastfeed?
Yeah, what
What
do
you
you mean?
Men can breastfeed children.
Yes,
With
men
what?
can breastfeed with
Their nipple.
their nipple. Men can
what?
produce milk.
Men will
What?
produce milk.
Yeah, but it takes a
Nah.
lot of training
I'm cool.
because it takes a long time before milk will come in. But yeah,
So this
men can
happen
produce
when
milk.
when your woman is pregnant that you produce milk too. Is that what it is?
No. She got pregnant, and we started discussing what we were going to do with the kid. And I told her that I wanted her to breastfeed, and she wasn't wanting to do it very much. So she got mad and came in one night, and she threw these pieces of paper at me. And what it was like a research article in Science and whatever, and it was about how men can breastfeed. And she goes, "If you want our daughter to get breastfed, then you do it." And anyway, so I was reading about it, and I was like, "Holy shit, yeah, it makes
I
sense."
don't think they make enough to what to call it, to sustain a baby, but
Yeah,
a lot of men try it so that they can develop that closeness and that bond with their babies. And they can men do have milk glands.
yeah.
They
Hmm.
just don't produce at the same rate as a woman's breast.
I didn't
Okay.
know that.
Me either. That
I mean,
is
you
Look it
learn
crazy.
up, Google
That
it.
that threw me for
you
a
learn
loop.
something. You
I
learn
couldn't even
something new
hardly
every
believe it.
day, man.
Anyway, she breastfed for about 2 weeks, and then was saying that it was hard, and so then I went and bought like pumps and the bottles and everything like that, and spent like a couple $100, and then she quit like 2 days later after we got them. So anyway, my daughter,
Did you
she
get them
got
from Walmart? You could have returned that shit. Walmart take
Trash,
back everything.
Hmm.
trash can waves. Are you okay? Trash can waves is tripping
She
y'all
is
over this
highly concerned
breastfeeding
about
thing.
that male breastfeeding. But yes, men can breastfeed. It's just, you still gonna have to supplement because you're not gonna produce enough milk to feed a baby.
Yeah, I've
we
never heard of that
we
ever.
can
That is
have
Yes,
crazy.
y'all
sorry
have
to tell,
titty
we
milk.
can
Y'all
have
have
titty.
mammary glands just like women do, just not on the same level.
And it was saying that men, how I don't remember exactly how it said it, but like
Oh,
men
well,
that
let me
that
Google this real quick.
men that get a lot of pleasure, like from women, like messing with their nipples and stuff like that, if
Hmm.
they get stimulated, like your nipples get, if they get stimulated over and over and over again, then men will start to produce milk.
I
You
never
pull it up,
knew that,
Poppy.
man. To be honest with you, and I ain't gonna lie, I can't see myself doing that.
No,
That's
no,
no
yeah.
manly for me, man.
I'm not
That's
saying
a
that I
female
would. I'm
role
not
right
saying
there,
that I
all the way.
did.
Huh?
I'm not saying that I would. I'm not saying that I did. But she threw those papers at me, and I started reading. I was like, well, yeah, it kind of. I mean, we got nipples.
Imagine
What do
you
we
with
have
your baby
nipples
right here like this.
Now, my mom
Yeah, baby.
didn't
Come on.
breastfeed any of us because she said it tickled.
Does it tickle?
She said it tickled. She tried. She lasted for a day. She was like, "No, this is not for me."
And it was
Yeah.
almost like my daughter knew that she didn't want to because she wouldn't like take to it. It was almost like she could sense that Elizabeth didn't want to.
Right.
So
Imagine if your kid find out that her daddy breastfed her when she grew up, and she probably throw up in her mouth.
Oh
Hell,
my god.
daddy, what the hell?
Hold on,
I was
hey, welcome on Common Sense TV. This is your first time. I want to say thank you for coming. So, as you know, Common Sense TV, we are speaking about how important is sex in a marriage. So, if you
and
want,
somehow we got on titty milk.
I know, yeah, that's how we do here. We start with one subject and then whatever. So what's the percentage of? Oh, okay, hey, okay, never mind.
So,
What? Oh,
what?
It was Ryan. Oh, okay. Did you know? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, welcome, Ryan. We say so. Story to tell say he has a breast lump. Yeah, you need to get that checked because
Men do
Beyonce,
have breast what you call it, cancer too. So,
yeah, because Beyonce
who
dad had
said that they had a breast lump?
a story to tell because Beyonce dad had breast cancer. I mean, but you probably just got pecs though, right? Is it just a peck or I have to go check? If milk came out of my breast, I would
Paint
paint
the
the
ceiling with
ceiling
my
with my
brains. Okay, we need to not be deleting ourselves over a little bit of milk. Okay, I need you to get your life. It's not that serious.
I
And you're
know,
gonna have to
right?
squeeze for a long time to get that milk out. It's not just gonna be rolling out.
Oh my gosh, I never heard
Now,
of that
women, we get
before.
the leakage. We hear water running. The baby start crying. Milk just start coming down.
Right, right.
But
hey,
breastfeeding was the best thing on earth for me because I was an A cup once upon a time.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I brought it up, girls. I
It's all good. It's all good. I
It's funny
breastfed
though. It
all
sounds
four of
funny as hell.
mine. Thank y'all, babies. I appreciate y'all.
No, I mean I enjoyed learning that, Blake, because I've been in pharmacy school and stuff. We never studied that. I've never heard that, so
You
that
need
is
to go get your
This
money
is
wild.
not
back.
common.
You said what now?
You need to go get your money back. They
I
didn't
know,
teach you that.
right?
Yeah,
Exactly. I plan to.
send me some.
I have tasted the milk before I had to see what it was about. I ain't
Right, we
like it.
know. You didn't like it? It wasn't like whole milk.
I ain't like it. I don't know how babies like that shit. I ain't like it at
It's
all.
sweet. That's why.
I ain't like it.
Let me
Like,
tell you a story with Kay. Let me tell you a story with Kay. So me and my daughter, we came over to Kay and she gave birth or whatever. Okay, so she is sitting on the far in the room. I'm sitting on the other side of her room. She has like this big diner living room, and I'm feeling something wet squirting. I'm like, she's from a distance squeezing her breast milk from a distance, squirting me with breast milk,
who?
wetting me up. Kay,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, you nasty motherfucker.
Okay.
I know, but I learned early with my first baby that I could squirt milk across the room. And so I used to squirt people when they were coming,
She
especially
is
my nephews. They're still talking about this to this day.
Your nephews?
I used to squirt them from across the room. You know, they were real young, but they remember that.
Common Sense TV says she really did for us. I mean, I'm like feeling all this random wet. And I'm like, what is all this squirting coming from? And then I look, she just
I
squeezed
had
out like,
range, man. I
wow.
could get you. I could get you like 10 feet away.
She really could. She had crazy range. It was phenomenal. It was just the craziest thing. So, Poppy, so would you feel better about the idea of marriage if you figure a woman would stay at the same intensity before marriage, or that's not one of your hangups? Like, how much of a hangup is it to keep you from getting married that she may change and not want to have sex?
She will change no matter what, though. It's not
Yeah.
like if she will change. It's just gonna happen, you know. Because before my kids came in place, me and her, we used to go out of town all the time. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a last minute person. I used to be like, man, get your shit together. We're going to Vegas. See what I'm saying? And it was
Right.
like, let's say it was like Thursday night, and we have to go like Friday. Sometimes it was like Friday in the morning. Like, yo, let's
Mm.
go to Vegas real quick. Let's go to LA. Let's go to San Diego.
Oh wow, that's fun.
I know. What man? I got a whole bunch of 6'7" Derek Jacksons running around the house. Why they Derek Jacksons though? What does that mean? A story to tell? I'm sorry.
Anyway, go ahead,
I
Poppy.
got one 6'7"
Yeah, so
child.
like, I mean, and as a man, you got to understand that stuff will change. You know what I
Okay,
mean? So
okay, and that's a really good point,
But for the
actually.
record,
I
it
do
could change in
understand that.
either
Like,
direction.
it just,
Literally, it
and
can change in
every
each
man know their
direction.
women anyway. So, like, when you get married with somebody, everything becomes like a routine. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's pretty much. I mean, I never been married, but I live with a girl, so it's kind of like it might not be the same, but it's close to it. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
It becomes like a routine. You know what I mean? You probably only fuck on the weekends or Wednesday in the morning when you get up early, some
Choice.
shit like that. I don't
That is
know.
a choice. I've all the stuff like kids are awake and oh the
That's
kids.
because you're a freak, Kay. That's
No,
why.
it's not even about being a freak. It's about
No,
having
everybody's freaky
priorities.
like you,
It's
girl.
about having priorities.
Right. There
No,
you
but I
go.
agree with you, girl.
So if your marriage is a priority,
I have some
let's
girls.
turn that off. I can't hear him. What?
I agree with you because I have some girls that they are freaky as hell. You see what I'm saying? And I have some other girls that they're not as freak like that. You see what I'm saying? So it
Mm.
all depends. It all depends what kind of girl you're dealing with.
If your marriage is a priority, then you make time for what matters.
Mm.
So
Then
if you
kids in the
so
bill.
that whole I gotta wait till the weekend or I gotta wait till 10 o'clock at night or what? No, my door locked.
Yeah. You see, like me personally, I like when the girl asks me to fuck her. I don't want to be the lion all the time. You see what I'm
Right,
saying? Because that
exactly.
indicates me that she likes fucking
Right.
with
If
me.
she
See what I'm
wants it
saying?
too.
Exactly. And I, like I said, it all depends because like I said, I have different girls. Like they be at work, they be texting me some wild shit. Like, oh man, I'm horny, come pull up. You see what I'm saying? Or meet me at my they be having dinner with their girlfriend. They want you to pull up at the restaurant. And you get it in with her in the back of the restaurant. Some weird shit like that. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So it all depends how you want to keep it spicy with your significant other. It all depends.
So this is interesting. Story to tell says I probably won't be married because sex is not a priority. I'm in doggy style looking at my watch.
Oh no.
What?
That means that nigga ain't got no time. That's what that means.
What the heck? Sex is
He ain't got
okay.
time
Then you need to
today.
marry someone who's not concerned about sex either. You
Right, and
marry
that,
your
and that,
sexual equal,
and that's like 90% of the women. So you should be
right?
fine.
I'm
But
in
don't
doggy
don't.
style looking at my watch. If you are looking at your watch, we got a
What?
problem.
I mean, but don't run up on no chicks like Kay or me. Don't do that now. Don't do that.
Right, right. So,
Listen, there, there was this girl that I was dating that I liked a lot, and she was kind of like timid and shy, and she didn't initiate a lot of sex. So one night, it was like the beginning of summer. She puts on her my robe. She puts on my robe, and she's not wearing anything but panties underneath. Okay, we go
mhm,
out front, and everything's cool and calm and collected. We're just talking. It's like midnight during the week or something, and she's smoking, and we're talking, and anyway, I decided to like make a move to open her up and like get her excited and comfortable with herself. And I put her up on top of the railing on the deck in the front yard on a busy street. Right. Anyway,
Mhm.
lose the panties, the robe opens up, and things happen out there. And it wasn't even just sex. I'm talking like, but after that, like she completely changed. Everything about her changed. And
Yeah.
I don't know if it's intuition or just, but I pushed her just a little bit, to be
Hmm.
wide open in a public space, be a little bit exposed and to do something that she wasn't, necessarily used to doing or wouldn't normally do. It was exciting as hell. And everything changed after that. There's like little buttons and, different avenues that you can go down. And I'm not talking about
Right.
thinking necessarily, but to make people like get used to you, get comfortable with you, to trust
That's
you.
true. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's what relationships are about. I mean, just taking that time to learn someone, and and like I said, not only women need discernment, men need discernment too. So you knew her well enough to know that may work, and it did. So that
Mhm.
was a great thing. That's really really good. Because I could have gone the opposite way. Sorry to tell, say Tish, you can get. I leave my watch at home. Okay, 1 hour 20 minutes. Anyway, it's such a gentleman story to tell. But yeah, so I mean it can go both, it can definitely go both ways. But the main thing is, guys, if y'all sense a woman that's not, y'all know how important sex is to y'all. Women, we know how important sex is to men. We know that as well. If you're not gonna take care of that part of the marriage, do not get married. That's just all. Do y'all guys agree or what? Or y'all feel there's other important things and or whatnot?
I definitely agree. I was with you guys 100% about that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Sex is kind of like the end result of a whole lot of other things that are like more. It's almost like money, but
Mm.
like the work makes more is more valuable than the money that you earn. You know what I'm saying?
Mm. I love that.
Like money is just the end result.
Mm. I
The
love
same
that.
the same with the sex life. Like what you put into your work is going to result in you earning more money. The primary and the most important thing is your ethic. Are you on time? Are you trustworthy? Or are you presentable? Are you all these kinds of things? Are you seeing the future? Do you have vision? Do you have ideas? All those things translate into earning more money. There's a
Mm.
whole lot of things about a relationship that translate into a great sex life.
mhm. Now, a
Wow.
story to tell says, do you think people lie about how important it is to them? Absolutely. Absolutely. That's
How
why.
important do you think it is, though?
How important do I think sex is?
Yeah,
On a scale of 1 to 10, I say about a 7.5.
you with me, you in the sense. I was gonna say about 80%, between 70 and 80%.
Right, exactly. It's very, very important. As long as you got two able-bodied people, I don't understand why they're not fucking on a regular basis. That doesn't make any sense to me. But
Right.
I mean, there's reasons that people definitely have valid reasons for whatever they do. But we're gonna have a problem. And but here's the thing. Marriage was not originally about love or sex for that
It's
matter. It was a
Right.
not
business
about
transaction.
duty.
Right. And then
So my grandpa
and
told
now
me.
it's become
Mhm.
about business again. You know, people are not so much focused on m- marrying someone that's their sexual equal or even someone that they have that strong emotional tie to. They're looking at, okay, how does this person look on paper? And so
Mhm.
it's more of a business transaction. And then you
Right.
just have people walking around as partners but not lovers. They might be friends, but might not be. It's a business transaction. Not for
Yeah,
everybody, but that's
but
definitely becoming more popular again.
but you know what? That's a good point. Like, so let me ask you this, Kay, and everyone in the panel. Okay, I know I work with a lot of Indians, and they get married. They don't get married for love. They, like you say, Kay, they are, put together by the families and stuff like that. Um, so I wonder how do they I would love to speak to someone who that does an arranged marriage. Like how do they handle sex?
Well,
Is
I went to India for a
right,
wedding,
right,
but
right.
it wasn't an arranged marriage though. They were
Mhm.
dating for a couple of years before the father
Mhm.
approved the marriage because they were in a different caste. So,
Mm.
because of his profession, and you would have because he worked at the bank, you would have thought he would have been on the same level as a teacher, which she was a teacher, but
Mhm.
he was considered in a lower class caste than her. So the father took a long time to get around to approving that marriage or whatever the case
Okay.
may be. So as far as the arranged marriages go, they just have different priorities. You
Okay.
know, the parents of the bride are usually um, they usually pay something to the husband's family or
Mhm.
whatever, and so there's literally a transaction that takes place
Mhm.
before they give over their daughter, but they're kind of paying the husband to take her, or it could go in the opposite direction. It just
Right.
depends on how that's going to play out. And, you know, they have their wifely duties, they have their roles. It's his job to do this, her job to do that. And they just live together and they may fall in love at some point, but usually not so much.
I mean, but so are the women, are they into like, or do they understand? Okay, are they in a mindset that sex is important to the husband and
They
they
just do it. They
right.
just do it
So so
regardless.
so they're not
They
being
don't turn their husbands down.
okay, that's what I'm getting at. Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
no,
on
they
Right.
just
those
do it.
religions, like the man, he's in total control. Like
Oh,
it's his,
absolutely. And it's
if he say
legal
or no,
to
no,
beat
it's
your
his
wife
way
or
or
discipline
the
her.
highway.
You said
I know
what,
somebody
Bobby?
from it's his way or like it's only his way. Like if he wants to fuck, he fuck. If she doesn't want to fuck, he still fuck. Yo, that's the way it is. I met somebody from the Middle East. That's pretty much how it is, yo. Like
I
and
can,
I mean, I don't want to fuck somebody that want to fuck me back, yo. You know what I mean? That's
Right. I mean, but their priorities and their mindset is different. So yeah. But okay, so with that being said, I like that we mentioned that that sex is important, and there's no bullshitting around. Even with arranged marriages, it's understood that you're supposed to take care of your husband, and that's a part of it. But with our culture, because we have options and choices, and that's how we do in our culture. We have all these options, and it is kind of hanging us. And that's why do y'all think the divorce rate would go down if we were to be more into pleasing our husbands and not saying no? Or you think that'd be a part of it? Or
Hold on a second. Ask your question again.
would the divorce rate be lower if people were fucking their husbands?
Oh, I think so. I think so, because and I've said this on here before. There were times when marriage was rough on this end, and yeah, the dick kept me.
Hmm. Okay, so let me
Yeah.
ask you this: so how do you?
shout out
How
to
do,
the city boys. City boys, we out, baby.
so
And
so
he knew if he could get me in the bed, it was a wrap. I would forgive
We
it
know,
was a
man.
it
Once
was
once
it
once
was
once we make you shake a little bit,
yeah.
we know, man. We know.
So,
I mean, don't I?
Kay, so let me ask you this, Kay. So how did you, because a lot of times it's natural and human if you're at a really, I mean, and I really can't talk too because I've had sex with my ex-husband before we were divorcing, during while we were divorcing, and after we were divorced. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So, the sex was never off the table. So, but a lot of women, they can't navigate that. They can't, you know what I'm saying, have a serious marital issue and still crack their legs open for a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
I
that's
mean,
what.
like when things were bad with us, I wasn't like, oh, let's get it in anyway. It would be he had to break me down.
Uh-huh.
He would break me down. I was like, damn it, I did it again. I was even telling, I'm done. And then he come. Oh,
He
it's
said,
so
damn it, I
pretty.
did
I
it
can't
again.
just look away.
You wasn't running too far.
I, whoo, I didn't run far enough. Like I even tried to like sleep in a different room. He come get in the bed over there too. I didn't stand a chance.
That
Yeah,
was
Is
funny.
promoting her stuff over here on YouTube, people. She's trying to let you know that she got that good stuff. That's what
I'm
she's
just
doing.
saying, every time I thought I was going somewhere, I'd be like, shit. He come.
I mean,
He comes. He comes.
and I
I,
love what I love what the story to tell. So he said, "Sex will keep you handcuffed to a loser," and that's true.
that's true
Like
too. Oh
that is
Lord.
so
Now I would
true.
like to think that if he was real trifling,
Mm.
real trifling, that I would have had the strength to say, "Fuck you and your dick." But
Right,
yeah,
yeah. Like if there was some, like if there's some cheating involved
yeah. If there
or
was
some,
something
yeah,
extreme, if he laid hands, if he was out there hoeing around and all that other
Yeah,
kind
I
of
mean,
stuff. But
putting hands on a woman, that's a no. But like
yeah,
cheating,
exactly.
man,
So
you were willing to break up your family for a little cheating? I don't know about that one, man. I don't know
boy,
about that.
shut
you
up.
said for a little chick,
What
really?
about
Is
that?
that what you said? Look,
I'm
that one,
telling
I'm
you,
over here throwing this ass in a circle. You still out there in the streets? Nah,
Yeah.
player,
you
nah.
probably was on your break. Remember, in 2 months break?
You mean from having babies?
Yeah.
He couldn't last 2 months.
I
He
don't
didn't
know.
go 2 months without an orgasm.
I mean, I don't. Oh man, I don't know what she was. I don't know what she
I
was
mean,
doing
I'ma
for
still
it.
take care of you, but
Monday,
uh,
Bukanda forever, baby.
okay.
No, but for
I
real,
mean,
man, I don't believe that a family should be break up over cheating, man.
well,
It,
then he shouldn't have stuck his dick where it didn't belong.
Exactly.
He did
I mean,
that.
it depends on it depends on the situation. It
And
been I mean, and everyone marriage is their marriage. So if a woman or a man decides to forgive that person, that's their business. Now, if
I mean,
he's
yeah,
a
knock yourself out.
you're right, yeah, exactly. I mean, if they're a
Now,
habitual
at
cheater, like
this
come on.
stage in my life, am I willing to jump back out there in that pool? Hell no.
you
No,
don't want
girl.
to. You don't
No.
want to, cause it's ugly
No.
out here,
It's
man.
It
ugly
is.
out
Only
there.
only real
Shoot, I can't
savages
deal
out
with the
here, man.
manosphere.
You don't want that. You know,
Yeah.
you hey, you don't want to come over here swim with the sharks, man. You don't want
I
that.
don't. I don't. And I'm spoiled rotten at this
These
point in my
waters,
Yeah,
life.
it's hard
baby,
out
these
there.
waters out here, they
It's
bloody.
hard out there and I'm spoiled. There ain't too
Exactly.
many men gonna put up with me.
You
Mhm.
run into a shark like me,
I bring
oh
a
baby,
lot
we're
to the
gonna run
table,
circles on you.
but you gonna take care of me.
We'll see about that.
And that's what they say, Kate. We'll see about that.
We'll see
That's what they
about that,
all
man.
say.
I take you out for dinner.
But
Please, so you take me out to dinner.
Yeah,
girl,
and
Pay
I
a
let you get
mortgage.
and I let
Fuck
you
a
get
dinner.
dessert.
Pay a mortgage. What you
Huh?
talking
Pay
about?
mortgage.
Pay the mortgage.
I only pay
But
now.
I
You
had this
gotta
little
pay that.
young buck walk up on me in the store the other day, talking about, "Are you married?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Dang, I was trying to pay your bill."
Man, that's a line. That's a line that he used that word before. That's man.
I'm
Don't
sure
be
he
be
was.
with that
I'm
kind of
sure.
line.
I was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, okay."
I'm like Pops from next Friday when Pops was like, "Hey, what he say?" I'm like, "I don't want to pay your goddamn rent. I got problems paying my own damn rent."
mm,
This irresponsible is so good.
Hey, Poppy,
Okay.
Poppy, do you like when they got any hair downstairs?
Say that one more time, sir.
Do you like them
Harry.
shaved bald, hair downstairs?
do you
I
like ball pussy or
I don't
not,
I don't
puppy?
I don't like it completely bald, but I don't like it bushy either. I like it like a yes, like a little fade.
I
You
don't like a
want a
little
Okay.
bald.
fade
I
I
don't
or
like
don't
a
I don't
bald
extra?
either. I like a little. I like a little bit down there too.
Yeah, because when it's bald, it becomes weird. I don't know what kind of man like that the pussy completely bald. That's like some
Looking like she's 12.
pedophile kind of thing, yo.
That's
Yeah.
a 12-year-old cat down there.
Exactly, and I think guys are like that
But y'all
guy's
don't want
completely bald.
1974 down there either.
Kind of. I got a
No.
question.
Y'all not doing Debbie Does Dallas.
Hold on. What Tori said this eviction notice pussy's phenomenal.
I can't duck off. No, absolutely not.
You gotta be just like men, who ain't have shit hitting on shit. They gotta have that really good dick. So
Okay.
yeah.
I have a question for a story to tell. He said, "Do y'all think sex has made us degenerate in regards to marriage?" And I'm not quite sure what you mean by that.
Okay, so this is my thing, Kay. So
I think what he means. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
I think what he's trying to say, like for the simple fact that it's so easy that to get sex that like it makes no even sense to get married. I think that's what he implies.
Oh wow,
But
wow.
it is easy for people to
Okay,
get
in
sex
that
in
Right.
way,
today's day. Like
probably
all you have to do is just go outside and if you go out with
right.
this mentality like yo, I'm gonna get me a bitch tonight. You go over there on your ready to blow somebody back out that night. Most likely you're gonna score because it's a
Are you
lot of options out there.
serious?
It's not that hard.
It's
It's
that
not
easy.
hard.
That's why men have flipped the script, because you got so many chicken heads
Yeah.
out here throwing that ass out there every day, that when a
Girls
woman
ain't
of
switch
quality,
this
a woman
script,
that
okay? I don't know where
respects
you get that from,
herself
man.
says, no, you're gonna have to work for this. He's like, why? All this
That's what
easy
they
ass out here
say
in the
on social
streets?
media, okay? They're not really doing what they. You see, one thing I learned about women, yo, especially on the social media era that we live,
I know people
they
capping
tell
all
you
day.
all this wonderful shit online, but they're not living by whatever they telling you,
Right.
man.
Oh yeah.
The girl that tell you that you have to wait 90 days to fuck them, they lying. Only takes only take them out twice and that's it. They giving it up. Trust me, I
I
know
Wow.
know
these
that
things,
too.
yo.
There are
They
some.
lying.
There are some women that are just like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not just gonna be letting any and everybody hit. And then other women that are letting any and everybody hit.
But
He's
you know
only
what
Just
I love?
saying
saying they're
that.
You know
not
what I
going
really
He's
to.
only
love?
saying that
I
based on
love.
her last experience. It doesn't have anything to do with you. If you got good game, if you're hitting home
Right.
runs and triples every day, it ain't no big deal. You
What do
can
You
you
know
wait
what I
say?
till.
If you're
really
doing
love,
what?
yo?
Mm.
I
I said if
love,
you're
I
hitting
love.
home runs and triples every day, if you're breaking her
Oh,
down, if you're making her wet when you're sitting at dinner and stuff like that, if you're holding your lips right, saying the right thing.
First of all, Blake, we know you had 3 side chicks and a girlfriend, so we know your game is hot.
okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. A story to tell says, has the importance of sex ruined otherwise good marriages?
No, it's no such thing.
Well, I mean, what everybody has their own perspective of what a good marriage is, and
I
some
mean, but
people it's just the partnership and doesn't necessarily involve sex.
I
So
mean, but what? Okay, what is the percentage of marriages that don't find sex important? What? How much you think y'all? How much y'all think?
Uh,
I don't
Okay,
think there's
it's
a
like
lot. I don't think there's a lot of marriages that don't find sex, that at least one partner
you have to
doesn't put
be
a
kind of
high value
weird
on
to not to
sex.
think that it's important though.
At least one partner usually has put a high value on sex, but some people stay within a marriage that is a good partnership,
But this is the
even though the
problem, man.
sex sucks or doesn't exist, and they just go get it elsewhere.
Yep, I was about to
And
say
that's your
that.
perfect balance. Hey, can't get none over here, but everything else is on point.
Yeah,
We building our empire together. We're raising our children together. We got a beautiful home. We have assets. We are building.
mm,
Just can't get laid over here. So I'm gonna run
mm,
down the street
mm.
and go
in
get
today's
broke
society,
off.
sex is important, yo. Like they put the value on sex real high. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Like I
real
know a
high.
power couple that
And you
they
got
both make
girls.
good money.
Yeah, and you got girls that talk with other girls, and let's say the girl that she ain't getting dick down the right way, hearing from her girlfriend that she getting the best dick ever, so that make her start that fuck her head up.
Hmm.
So she be like, she start looking at you like, oh, these sorry motherfuckers can't even fuck me right. So that's when you see
I'm
what I'm
sorry.
saying? And look, and like people always say, like I know this for sure, yo. Women cheat more than men, yo. The thing is that men, we don't be out here telling the whole world that we got cheat on. Most men keep that to themselves. But women
Right.
cheat more than men. make no mistake
I don't know
about it.
about more, but I would
They do.
almost say
They
equal.
actually more than us.
I would
I'm
almost say
telling
equal.
you, I know this for a fact. I have a couple girls that have been married, and I didn't even know it. The reason I know is because I find out later on because it's a routine that a married woman
Women
do.
are better at it. There's
Mhm.
a difference. That
No,
doesn't
they
mean they're
cheat more
doing it
than
as
men, yo.
often.
The only thing is men don't disclose that, yo. I'm telling you. And when y'all get cheated, your whole entire neighborhood will know. Everybody will know. Your family, your close friends. When a man gets cheated on, we just like, it happened. Fuck it. We
No,
don't think because that's embarrassing. That's
Yeah.
it
embarrassing.
is embarrassing.
That means
Exactly. And that's what
It,
I'm telling you. Women cheat more than men. Listen, and I can prove it because I had plenty of girls that live with their boyfriend and live with their husband, whatever. They come over here, get dick down, and go home. But they do it while
with
they
that
do
little
it while they
pecker.
at work.
Poppy.
Well, they do it while they at work. Hold on. They do it while they at work, so the husband never find out at home because it's nothing out of the ordinary. You see what I'm
Mhm.
saying? They keep the same schedule.
Right now,
Poppy.
that goes along with my theory when I say that women think they can keep their man from cheating by saying, "Oh, well, you need to be home by this time," or whatever. I'm like, men cheat on their lunch break. The
For
hell,
real.
Mhm.
I
a
did. The
man will
only
answer
person
the
I
phone
know.
while somebody giving him a blowjob. You know, so you ain't stopping nothing by saying you can't stay out late at night. If he want to do dirty, want to do dirt. If she want to do dirt, she can do
She
it any
gonna do
time
it.
of day.
Poppy. Women have turned asset or turned children and getting cheated on from liabilities into assets.
What
Say
do,
that one
what
more
do you
time.
mean? Elaborate?
Well,
Say it.
children are supposed to cost money. They now make money for women.
For
Oh
some
yeah.
women, yeah,
And
some women definitely.
getting cheated on just like Poppy's saying, it's embarrassing. But
Mhm.
somehow women have turned it into a personal liability, into an asset.
How?
They get sympathy, they get support from people they don't even know, and everybody's patting them on the back. Oh, poor, sorry you. And pretty soon she's right under her next guy. That's
Mhm.
what I'm saying. They've done the same thing from this getting cheated on as they've done with children, liabilities and assets. How they do that? Help with the government?
Help with the
Wow.
government, and they get financial, all the financial stuff, child support on the side.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
some girl that
well,
says
first of all,
some girl that
hold
says she
on.
got cheated
Unless you
on during the
balling,
day is probably getting bought dinner at night.
your child support ain't doing shit. Because I know women that are getting $40 a week for
Yeah, me
child
too.
support. Okay, I know
Me
women
too.
getting $200 a
But
month
that's not
for
the
child
norm, okay?
support.
That's not the
That ain't
norm. You know that.
shit. That
We
ain't shit.
also
Unless
listen.
he balling, she ain't getting no money.
But they're also getting the write-offs and the child tax credits
They
and
get the child
the
tax credit,
deductions.
absolutely. But shoot, shouldn't they get the child tax credit? They got the child most of the time.
No.
Why?
Well, if a man is
Because the
ordered to pay
system is
child
designed to
support,
fuck the man,
If he's
yo.
ordered to pay child support and he paying $40 a week,
well,
why should she not get a
Okay, I know
child
that
what you're
doesn't
tax
happen
talking
to
credit?
about,
anybody that
okay?
I've
But
ever
that's
known.
not the
Okay,
norm.
so
You
Look,
know
I
that, and
had
I
one of
know
my
that.
homegirls.
Hold on,
Let
Kay.
me
Hold
tell
on,
you,
hold on.
this dude was over
one,
$3,000 in arrears on $44 a
I
damn
know a
week.
person like that. He was paying
one.
$17 a month, but that was like in New York.
So
That's
hold
not
on,
the rate. That's
$17 a
Florida,
month.
huh?
$17 a month.
Yes, I know one person for real. I know,
Like
but
$17.
that's not the norm.
Yes,
That's what I'm trying to
I've
tell you,
heard
though.
of yeah, I've heard
17.
of that before. Yeah.
Yeah, in New York. But that's only if you like it's a special program. That's like you have to be like retarded and obviously you
Also, I said
unemployed.
$44 a week. I'm at 44 a month. Sorry.
Okay,
Go
right.
ahead.
Okay.
But
Well,
that's not the norm, yo. You see
you
what I'm
yeah,
saying? The
you can
norm
bring up
man
the
pay
bottom one
pay
tenth of
pay for
1% if you
single
want to.
No,
pay.
that's not the bottom 10%. That's
I didn't say
if
bottom
you
10%.
your
I
baby
said bottom
daddy
one
is
tenth of 1%.
not making some at least I'm gonna say on the average on the low end 50 grand a year, then you are gonna get $50 a month. You're
No,
That's
not
not the
getting
norm,
it
okay?
for
no,
child
That's not the norm.
support.
That's not the norm.
no.
That's not the norm.
The first job that I got after me and my ex split up, I was making like what was it, 720 a week, something like that, and I was paying $102 a week in child support, and I also had to cover my daughter on my insurance premiums. So it was costing me about $128, something like that, every
Okay,
week.
so you were paying out $500 a month in
Right.
child support.
And I wasn't really making a lot of money. I was only making
Okay, hold on.
$720 a week.
You was making $720 a week. What does
Right.
that equate to per year?
That should be
Like
about
37,000, something like that.
All
if you
right,
paying
around
if
fifty thousand
if you
dollars a
paying
year.
a
Basically,
hundred
what I
to the
said. That's your take home, right?
No, I was making $18 an hour at 40 hours a week.
Okay,
That's about
$18 an hour comes
38,000.
up
It's
to about
38,000.
36.
It's 38,000.
To $18 an hour is about $36,000 a year.
Thirty-eight
Right.
thousand.
And I was paying $102 a week in child support, plus I had to cover all my insurance. I had to pay the premium, which was like another $25, $30 a week. So whatever it is that you think or whatever your girlfriends have told you is not the case.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Because I know my homies. They on child support. Let's say they bring home. Let's say they bring home about $4,000 or $5,000 a month. They got to come off the package for child support at least $600-$700.
Yeah,
And
that's
and
a different tax bracket.
and here's the thing, Kay. I had no rights to see my child. There was nothing in writing, so I wasn't guaranteed to see her at all. And then at the end of the
You
year,
had a sucky lawyer.
and then I didn't have a lawyer. That's just the way that it was set up from the child support hearing. And
Yep.
then at the end of the year, my ex gets to claim my daughter.
Did you file for visitation?
Once, and it cost me $1,950, and I still got nothing because I think my lawyer screwed me just like her lawyer. I think they got together and they had a hearing. That's another story. It don't matter.
It always goes in a women's favor, so that's true.
I'm not here to
Yes.
whine and cry or anything like that, but I'm just here to tell you the way it is. Whatever it is that you heard from your girlfriends ain't the case. It ain't true.
No, it's true. It is true. It is true. Everybody's case is different. Different states have different laws as well. North and South Carolina is what I'm really speaking on right now. And what I'm telling you is facts verbatim, have seen the paperwork.
One case.
No, not one case. I've seen a couple. I'm going to say probably 3 or 4 that I know of where I've actually seen the paperwork that goes along with it. Probably know of another 3 or 4 stories of different individuals, but it's not like the 1%. Not if I can call off names of probably about 10 women I know that receive $200 or less per month in child support. That's
How many of the well-off women that you hang around with or know are going to show you their child support stuff where they're making like $1,300 a month?
I was like, first of all, my friends that are well off don't even bother with child support. They're good. My associates that on the broker side of things, like, well, the one that was getting the $50 a month, and she kept saying it was 50. It was literally 44, and I kept saying every time she would say 50, I correct it as 44 because I did see the 50. I was like, no, we're not gonna call it 50. It's $44. So, but she didn't need the money per se. It was just the fact that that's all he had to pay, and he had the nerve to be behind on it.
Hold on. Now you just went somewhere else, nigga. And I'm glad you did. She didn't even need the money.
She was a single mother. And so just because she has a good job and did not need money from him did not take away his responsibility to his child.
Did she let him
was the man on the kid's child? Was he was he like participating in raising the baby? Like he was looking at was we with the baby like every day?
If he showed up 1 week in a month.
Because that's probably what the court said, right?
The door was open for him to come anytime. She had a true open door policy, knew his baby mamas, and they were all cool. They would all come to her house for get together. She was the coolest chick on earth when it came to the kid situation. He had an open door policy. He could come anytime he wanted to get his daughter. And he chose to not come most of the time.
But Poppy, let me clarify something because I make good money and I still made sure I got my child support.
Right.
So what are you trying to say? Because what a baby did not do was hatch from an egg. Okay. So it doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter if a woman is good or not. So why a woman
has a financial responsibility to her.
Right. Yeah. So why should a woman use up all her resources while I do get to
live his best life?
Nobody's
saying that. Y'all do it to us too, because when the man is well off, y'all don't do nothing, right? And and you don't see the man throwing it in your face. I seen it.
I didn't hear what you said. When the man what?
When the man got it. He's not pressed to ask you like, yo, man, do you got some money? You see what I say? I know a couple of my homies. They got full custody of their kids, right? Mm-hmm. Full custody. They don't ask their girls for nothing. And these guys, they're not even rich. They like, you know what I'm saying? They decently. But if it was like me and him was talking about it the other day. If the shoes were if the situation was reversed, right? Mm-hmm. then girls will be pressing them boys for a couple
Not
of hours.
necessarily. It
Yes,
just depends on
come
the. It just
on, man.
depends on the woman. Now I
One thing
know. I
about that
know
child support
women.
stuff, yo,
I
females
know
be
women that
evil
do
with that
not
stuff,
ask for
yo.
any child support, and they need it. There's like I shouldn't have to force him to take care of his baby.
Okay,
So I know, and I get pissed off when I hear women say that because I'm like, but why does he get to go and do what he want to do with his
Right,
money, and
exactly.
you over here struggling to pay childcare, struggling to pay your bills every month, struggling to take care of your child that you had with this man, and because you don't want to have to go to court to get money out of him every month, you do without. Your child does without. That should
Mhm.
not be the case. You should first of all, we should never even have to involve child support system. But most men
oh
don't do
girl,
what they need to
I
do,
got
and you
some
gotta get
ugly
it
stories.
involved. But like
Okay,
with Tish didn't have to take him to court. He gave you that money without you having to say a damn word, right? But see, every man
I
ain't
know,
like
She
that.
got that
Not
good
every
I
good.
man's
pay out of
gonna
my
do
pocket,
that.
yo. I don't got the white man involved in my situation, yo. You see what I'm saying?
Right, but see,
okay,
if you handle your business, there's no need for her to go down and file papers if you're
No, but
already
hold on now,
taking care of
okay?
your child.
Hold
But
on,
I
hold
will
on.
tell you this: when I worked
Females
at the
be
bank,
spiteful and they be going
hold on,
taking
and
niggas
that's
to
where I'm
court
about
for
to
no
go.
reason, yo.
When I
I
was
seen
working
it
at the
done.
bank, I had a guy that would come in. He would always get these money orders, and it was like usually about I'm gonna say about $1,200 every month. And so he would put the baby mama's name on the four line for these cashier's checks. And so I finally asked him. I said, "What are these checks for?" And he said, "Oh, that's child support." And I
record.
said, "Are you?" I said, "Are you through the system or not?" He said, "No." I said, "You need to make
You
sure
keep
you're
records.
keeping your receipts
Records, yeah.
because she can always say that you don't give her anything, especially since this is a cashier's check.
Mhm.
It's not showing coming through your account. So you need to make sure that you're keeping your records." Sure enough, she filed papers on him. He found out because a friend of his worked at the court, and she told him that they were about to freeze his assets.
Wow.
Whoa.
So he
But you
withdrew
see,
his
you just
money.
made my point. You
Right.
just
He
made my
withdrew
point.
his money from the bank. And next thing you know, he had a negative $1 million balance. Right. Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
It was supposed to have been
Goodness.
10,000. They did a typo, but he had a negative $1 million balance. But what I did was I pulled every single one of those cashier's checks receipts
But it's a
and provided
record,
because
though.
he didn't have but the last two or three. So I gave him every single one of them, and he was able to prove that he was paying this because then they can go back and pull her bank statements and show that
Mhm.
these checks have cleared.
You know,
Okay, but I made sure he had his documentation. So yes, there are plenty of women out there that are
Yeah.
spiteful and doing some real nasty bullshit to these men that are trying to do right by their kids and trying to see their kids, and they hold the kids hostage because the man ain't involved with them anymore. Some of these chicks need some serious help. Okay, but there are a lot of trifling ass men out there too. It goes both
Both
ways.
ways it
There
does.
are a lot of men out here not holding up their end of the bargain, and now women have to go and get the courts involved to try to get $50 a damn month out of these trifling ass motherfuckers.
I want, I
So
want
it goes
to,
both ways. There's some trifling ass women out here, and there's some trifling ass men.
I ain't
I
gonna lie
want
to you, okay? If a woman is accepting $50, she should be she should be like it's kind of her fault. She should be ashamed of herself because she
Well,
should have known.
hold up.
That's what the
Hey,
court said.
Snuggles. Y'all, Snuggles is back.
Hey, Snuggles.
I haven't seen Snuggles in so long. And Common Sense TV, he says, why she picked a bum to have a baby by? And
That's what I'm about to say.
yeah. Go
Same
ahead.
reason that men choose their baby mamas and pick trifling ass women. Y'all ain't thinking about it. Y'all just putting your victims in wet tissue, and you're not thinking
You
about the
cannot say it
possibility you
like
might
that,
get her
Kate.
pregnant.
You
I
cannot
want to
say it
bring up
like
a
that,
couple of
Kate.
things.
Because
We
at the
pick
end of the
sorry ass
day, Kate, at the
daddies,
end of
y'all
the
pick
day,
sorry ass baby mamas.
at the end of the day, you will be the one stuck with that kid. If I know I ain't shit, you will be the one stuck with the kid. So you the one, you got more to lose than me. So
I want to
why
bring
you
up a
even
couple of
laying
things.
up with a guy that he don't got nothing going on?
Look,
So
I
it goes
agree.
back to it's your fault. It's your
And
fault.
I want to lay out some facts, please, and
Mhm.
and please allow me to finish, ladies. Wait, the situation that you were just talking about, Kay, number one, where that guy had those cashier's checks and stuff. That doesn't mean anything as far as the court's concerned. If she went and filed for child support, those are not you can't submit those as payments of child support.
Depends on the state you're in, because
they,
he
they, they,
did.
they don't work. I even kept a ledger. I
He
wrote out
did,
checks for her
and
and
he
wrote
won
out
his
It depends on
case.
the
child
state,
But go
support.
Blake. It
ahead.
depends on the state, Blake. But what K did, it works. And I know that because I know people that
Well, it
have
didn't
to
work
do.
here.
Right. So it
And she
depends on
wasn't
the
happy
state
with the
you're in.
amount that I was giving her, so she took me to child support court. But here's the thing, and this goes back to marriage, and it even goes back to sex life.
Okay.
There's always something in the marriage, in the relationship, that men have to fear because women have the upper hand. They have the upper hand when it comes to the government. They have the upper hand when it comes to child support, marriage, alimony, everything, custody. If we got rid of child support, if we did default 50-50 custody, marriages would last a whole lot longer and relationships would be a lot better and sex life would be a lot better. We don't need child support. We don't need who gets full custody, who gets to claim the kid on their taxes every single goddamn year. It ruins relationships before they ever even start.
I always say that. That's crazy. I always say if the government assistance wasn't available and child support wasn't available, no, women would be real careful who they have babies with. Like it would be like 2 babies born every year.
I
You have
don't.
to be
I
ready.
doubt that. I don't. I
No.
don't think
What?
that.
And here,
If child support wasn't an option and the government wasn't an option, women wouldn't be popping babies every year out here. Trust me. I know.
I think I agree that that's going to slow down. It would slow down because there are some people that just work the system.
and I want to ask you this, and I'm being sincere here. What is the value of having your kid with you every single day?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, when it comes to children, we always talk about I need my money. It costs money to raise the kid. Blah blah blah. What does it mean to your mental health? What does it mean to your happiness, your direction in life? What does it mean to you? What is it valued to have your kid with you every single day?
It's a joy.
It's priceless. Yeah.
Right.
It's a joy. I enjoy having
Why
my
do
kid.
men have to pay to not be able to see their kid?
Well, you're conflating
No, I'm
two
not.
different things
They go hand
because
in
What
hand.
you're saying.
hold on, because not first of all, not paying child support and visitation are two totally different things. You're not paying child support to see your child. You should be able to see your child, period. Any woman that is not allowing the father to see their child, and that father is not a detriment to that child, that woman needs her ass whooped. Okay. So she is a trifling ass mother. She is a spiteful ass bitch. Okay. That's one thing. You paying your child support ain't got nothing to do with that. You need to do that, period.
Hold on.
Okay,
Let me,
so
let,
Really,
let me break-
Poppy, are you saying hey to me?
hold,
so
hold on. Okay.
if there's a child support order and a man pays his child support, whatever the court tells him, why can't that man claim that child on his taxes every other year?
Oh, that's.
If
I mean,
he's
that
hold on,
sounds.
I
if
think
he's
the
paying
court
child
decides
support,
that though.
he don't get the. If he's paying child support, he's not the primary what you call it, guardian of the child.
What difference does it make? That's his share, right? You just said that
What?
visitation and child support are completely separate. Are we talking time
Right,
with the
so-
kid or are we talking money?
Hold on. So now, okay, now you're mixing apples and oranges, baby.
No, now I'm talking
If
money.
you are not the custodial parent, then you don't get to claim the child on your taxes.
It
Well, you
depends
just
on
said
your
that
state.
you just said
child
that
support.
time. You just
It
said that
depends on the
time with the
state.
kid is invaluable and priceless.
Well,
It
first of all,
depends
I
on the
didn't
state.
say that. I agree with that, but I didn't say that.
Okay,
It
so
depends on the state. Remember that because in New York, in Arizona, if you paying child support, automatically you claim the baby on your taxes every other year. Like me and Kay have a baby. She claimed it this year, and it's my turn next year. So it depends on the state where you are. The rules is different, like everywhere, yo. But most
should-
states, you can if you pay child support, you can claim that kid every other year.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, that sounds fair. Jay, so what's up, Jay?
But
What's
every
going
state
on,
don't do that.
baby?
Yeah, you've been here for a minute. We haven't really spoken to you. Hey, how you doing?
You went to get a shot.
He said we were stressing him out.
All
But
the
I mean,
child support stuff, man, it's scary.
you talk about the health of relationships and sex life and divorce and all that kind of stuff. That is one thing in the welfare state that undermines relationships
I'm back.
before they ever even start.
What's up, baby?
What's going on with y'all?
Hey,
Nothing
Story, so
much.
how you doing?
So
Chilling,
how do you
yo.
how do you feel about sex and how important is it to you? You say you want to watch your do you watch
He
it
watching his watch. He
while
checking
you
the
hitting it
time.
while you doggy styling it?
Yeah, talking about, I've been
Yeah.
hitting it from the back for 5 minutes now. We ain't
Right,
done.
I'm not done yet. That's usually when I tap out.
My thighs burning.
5 minutes. Yeah, that's usually when I tap out. But now I know it's important. I mean, I would have to find somebody where it's not top priority
Okay.
because
Why is it
it's
not
not
top
that
priority
important.
for you?
Sex drive.
You have low sex drive?
Uh,
What are you showing us? Is that lube? I don't know what that is. what, what the hell does it say?
y'all
Is that
can't see it?
asthma stuff? I don't know what
Nah,
that is.
testosterone.
Oh, you take testosterone. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
but that's just a phase, right? I mean, is that but that's I
So when
mean,
you say low sex drive, if you were married, how often would you want to have sex?
That's a terrible question, man. Right now, that's a terrible
Right
question.
now is a terrible
Probably
question, but
like,
in your best shape.
honestly, you said in my best shape,
Yeah, when everything's working normal.
everything's working normal 2 to 3 times a week.
Okay, but
okay.
right now maybe once a week.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
If
Well, that's
that.
That's
still
not
pretty
horrible. I
good.
mean, that's not horrible.
I mean,
I mean,
you're being like a
I
normal.
can't do nothing with you. But
right. But there's a lot out here that can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying?
but like I lied. And I say that because I did say, you know, healthy. If everything is working as it's supposed to be working, then yeah. But if I can adjust. I have adjusted, I've had to adjust. So,
Right.
we're gonna work with what you could do.
I mean, but Jay, I mean, like you're right in alignment where most women are, and still more so because most women don't want to have sex after they get married anyway. I
Is
mean,
that true? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do you think that's true, Kay?
But I
One
think is
third
the
of
thing
married.
is, did they not that I think they didn't want to have sex before they got married. They just did it anyway.
Only
see,
They
eighty
didn't just
percent.
getting married didn't make them not want to have sex.
so you said less than half of women want regular sex after 4 years of marriage. Less than half of women, less than half of women rather, want to
Okay.
have sex after 4 years. So that's just
I
I
think
am
I'd
It's
be
not an
coming
picking
from
some
women,
anomaly.
right?
savages.
Women say that.
I'm not an anomaly. That's all I'm gonna say on that. This
Then
this
I
Go
think
ahead.
I'd be picking some savages then, man, because they were like, yo, I was looking like a sucker, yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm turned over, hugging the pillow, yo. They tapping me on my back. I'm like, what? Damn, are you kidding me? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, nah, I couldn't hang. You know what I mean? Maybe I just picked them that way.
I mean, but you are in the South too, and we are pretty horny down here, so
Yeah, you can't be
Yeah,
sounding like that and then don't want to have sex. What the fuck?
I know.
yeah. No,
You put
You
that deep
fucking up the
bass,
game.
you put that
I
deep.
don't think I
She probably
sound
ain't had
like
no
this in
walls though.
person. Huh?
What'd you say?
She probably ain't had no walls. That's why. That's what my man's story wasn't that much fun to trying to hit it, man. It's like a true,
Yes,
true like a, she ain't had no walls at all, man. It wasn't fun.
Oh, ain't no walls.
She had extra puss.
Yeah,
Just an
side to
extra.
side, yo.
No, sir. No, sir.
she got the bat cave down there.
Okay. You hearing
Oh,
echoes and
wide
shit.
open. So Jay, like, is that part of the reason why you haven't found a mate that you would want to marry? Because you fear that the sex life may be too much or may not be enough? Is that like something that you're cognizant of when it comes to think about marriage and dating?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I definitely think about it. You know what I'm saying? I
Mhm,
definitely put this stuff out there for them to be forthcoming about
mhm.
what their appetite is. I ask little trick questions, but I think about that, yeah, because there's gonna be, peaks and valleys. So
Mhm.
I don't want that to be the end or the deterrent of a marriage ending. So I'd
Right.
rather just find somebody who not saying
On your
that
page.
you're right. Where that's not like top priority because these people I met, it was like top priority, yo.
Really? I mean, so hold up. So Blake and Poppy, have y'all met women like Jay has met? Like, are you running? Y'all, you're running across a bunch of women who just want to have sex? I mean, because it seems like this is something like a problem Jay is having is a problem I haven't heard of really.
What was the problem they have? I'm sorry, I was like trying
They
to
want it
run
all the
the business.
time.
Yeah, they just want to have sex all the time.
Well, there all the time, yo. Like
Yes,
one, yo, she was a straight degenerate, yo.
yeah.
Dang.
I ain't gonna lie, I had a few like that, yo. These girls is just straight freaks. Like they want to. I'm talking about all day on day, yo. Like lock yourself. I
Oh,
swear,
don't they
yo.
have jobs and
Like
stuff?
lock you up.
Don't they have
Exactly. That's what
jobs and
I asked
stuff?
too, yo. I'm like,
They
damn,
probably
yo, yo.
strippers. You know what? They
Oh, okay.
3 or 4 hours. You know what I mean?
Okay.
There's
The
been a
strippers are
few that
only
I've run
fan
into that
base.
were like over the top, that were like that. But I would say that pretty much all the women that I chose to date had a healthy sex appetite. Like there's been very few that were like that where they wanted it all the time. But if they want it all the time, it doesn't even work for me because you can't make it happen all the time. Sometimes guys get tired. Sometimes guys' dick don't work. Sometimes it don't get hard. Sometimes your brain ain't in it. I mean, if that's all a woman wants and she doesn't want to get fulfilled in other ways, whether it be at the dinner table or out in the yard,
What other
out in the
ways?
yard working, or I mean,
What
everybody
are the
finds
other ways?
fulfillment, huh?
What are the other ways? You said not fulfilled in other ways. She don't want to get
Yeah,
fulfilled
if
in
you
other ways.
can't find fulfillment in other ways with your mate or your partner or whatever, whether it be at the dinner table or playing a game with the kids or doing yard work together or like I mean,
In
there's all
place of
sorts of ways to
sex?
find, huh?
In place of sex?
No, just in
Well,
lieu of,
I,
they don't
I,
think about fucking all the time. There's
yeah, I
some
said
other
just
shit to do.
fulfillment,
Okay.
together, like
I
happiness.
mean, I'm not like I said, like I'm all into the all day intimacy, so I get you with that. And definitely, sex is not a must every day of my life. I work with, work around
So,
the
so,
schedule.
so this is my thing. If y'all guys are having these women who are just savages and always want it, where the hell are they when they get married? Then?
They
I'm
don't get
telling you, they
married,
switch
yeah. They
up,
get
man.
ran through. Yeah, they get ran through and tossed somewhere like a helicopter
Oh,
propeller, yo.
wow. Oh, so y'all don't get married to these women. Oh,
Um,
okay, got you. Okay.
But I think a lot of women think that's the way to get married is,
Yeah,
Mhm,
coming at with that sex real hard up front and everything, trying to be everything he needs sexually, so he
mhm,
don't have time for other women. If he want to make time for other women, there will be time for other women. But
mhm,
yeah,
thinking that they can sex their way into a marriage.
yeah. It all
mm.
depends too. Like it all depends, like where you are in life. You see what I'm saying? Because
Right.
when I was a puppy, man. When I was like 18 to 18 to like 25,
A
He said a
puppy.
man, I
puppy,
was beasting outside.
a puppy. That's so
I was
funny.
the kind, and I used to call my cruising kind of girls, yo. Like they wanted to fuck all day. It was like the perfect match. Like,
Mhm.
let's lock ourselves in the house and let's go. It's gonna be a heavyweight battle over here. And but then you're getting older, man. Your priorities change. You see what I'm saying? Now
Hmm.
you gotta take care of people. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure your mama good. You gotta send money over there. You gotta make money for yourself. Your kids come, they take all your goddamn money. You see what I'm saying? So now you
Mhm.
start
Yep.
becoming more stressed. So sex is not really like your priority like that. You still like it, but you ain't gonna have that much time for that. You see what I'm saying? Like at the time you
Right.
feel running around all day on day, you come home, you tired than a motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? You might talk to 2 or 3 girls. You lucky you fuck once or twice a week. You see what I'm saying? I think
Mhm.
that's like at the standard when once you get like to around 33, something like that. That's what I believe, 33, 35. Like sex is start becoming less important for you. But it's important. Like if you want to keep a
It
healthy
does.
marriage, I think it is important.
And I think what stimulates you too, you know what I mean? Like when I was younger, of course, it was just anything, boom, I was ready, you know what I mean? But
Mhm.
now that I'm older, like I'm almost the type of person that my imagination, like play with my imagination. That's how you stimulate me. You know what I
Oh,
mean? Like
you like to be
I,
mind fucked. I gotcha.
right. I'd
Mhm.
like to see a robe and imagine that there's nothing under it rather than you
Okay.
to
Okay.
just be
Like,
butt naked in front
wow.
of me.
It's funny that story say that because I'm in reverse because I like to fuck with females' mind, yo.
You
I
like to
like
do
to
what?
really fuck with their mind, like on some. playing so like sex games in a way. Like sometimes I be having a butt dick. I'm like, yo, get your clothes on, get the hell home, go home. Be hard. You see what but I like to see. I like to test myself. I like to like kind of like play with them to see how far can I take it.
Wow. Oh, so no, that's called being an asshole.
I know, but sometimes because the reason sometimes I do is because I'm petty, and sometimes
Right.
it make it.
As
Sometimes
long
they.
as you know.
No, I know what my flaws is. I'm very petty. I'm very petty. Like if you do something to me, I gotta get you back. And sometimes these girls make you want to work hard for the pussy. You be like, oh, okay. Oh, you one of those? Okay, I got you. I'm gonna work you, yo. And I start doing shit like that. You see what I'm saying? Like I get them real horny. Don't fuck. Say the
Oh,
ball.
hell no.
I
I
get
will
the side
fight
guy.
you.
Fuck that
What?
part.
Get somebody real horny and then don't cough up the dick?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
that's it.
fight.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't do it
No.
often. Don't get me
I'm call,
wrong,
I'm call,
but I
I'm
just
call,
like you know what I'm saying. Like so,
I'm calling the police.
when
I'm
I
calling
see
the
like
police.
when
That's
you
that.
become
Yeah.
when you
We
become
fighting.
older, like you just like you start trying out other shit. That's what I'm saying.
I
Oh
think
my
He's trying to
gosh.
start shit.
Or
That's
like,
all.
or like, I
when you said
remember this one
priority,
chick. Now you good, Blake?
when you said priority, it made me think. I've always prioritized quality over quantity. Like it's not fulfilling to me to just like do a quickie every single day. Like two good quality times, throughout the week means a whole lot more to me than the multiple days. You know what I mean?
Okay. Fair enough.
Like let's actually spend a half hour and do it right. Let's spend 10 minutes before foreplay and change positions a couple of times and you know the quick hit 5 minutes in the morning or when you get home from work at night. Like that's just not.
Hold on. Snuggle said drop the link. Shut
Honey.
the fuck up.
But
Oh
but
my
but
Snuggles is
but
God.
not
Blake,
Blake.
coming
was
up.
you like that your whole
Snuggles is
life?
not coming up. Stop
Were
it.
you like that your whole life? Like quality over quantity, like through your 20s, through your whenever you started at 15, 16, I don't know, until you're like that your whole life.
Yeah, yeah, I would say so. It was more difficult, when you're younger because the younger you are, usually the less experienced and the more unwilling you are to try things that are unfamiliar.
Right.
The more straight laced people are. It's sort of counterintuitive, but when you're young, you just kind of want to get it done with, and you think you're the man, and you think you're some hot chick because you got dick on the regular, you got pussy on the regular, like. But I was always that way, where quality was always important to me. It didn't mean a whole lot unless you could actually really get intimate with somebody and spend some like time where you can push boundaries and learn about them and see how they react to different things, and
What
that means
about your story? Like, were you quality guy over quantity or quantity over quality
You mean like when I was younger?
through your whole life? Yeah.
Versus now. Yeah.
I would say, I'll be honest. I would say I was always quality, yo. Of course, I got a few bums under my belt.
We
You know what
all
I
do,
mean? But,
baby. We all do.
Right.
but
A few duds.
right. But I would probably give it like 80-20, realistically. Like I would rather be alone than to deal with somebody that is like, you know.
I
But I
was
remember,
quantity before, though. I was quantity before, but the only thing before was that I couldn't. I wasn't messing with no big girl. That was a no for me. That I couldn't do it. I could. Besides that, I got like this. Like my man said, I got a couple ugly ones too, but face wise. But they usually. But
But
I'm a
that
body
body
guy.
bad.
As long as the girl body is right, I'm okay with it. You see what I'm saying? If that body's like a 9, I take it with your face. It's a 5. You see what I'm saying?
I have
I
a
do.
guy friend that says that too.
Hmm?
yeah,
I have
I never.
one of my good friends. He says that fuck her face. He's not fucking her face,
Oh my
Mhm.
gosh. Trying
and
to
he
do
ain't
Yeah, I
trying to
anything
know.
marry her.
for
He's not trying to wife her, so he don't really care what she looks
Exactly.
like. He's
But
I
not
when you
he's
know.
get
not
older, when I
dating
got
her. He's
older, I
not
became
taking her out
quality guy.
anywhere.
When I got older, I
Wow.
became more quality. Now I want to take my time because everything. When you get older, everything slow down. I
Mm.
mean, for me, you see what I'm saying? Slow down. So now I take my time. So no, I know what to say. I know what to do now. You see what I'm saying? But
Okay.
before, as long as you was a little slim, thick, going with a big old ass, come on, let's go. You want to play? Let's go.
And when you And when you older, them bad decisions hurt more, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You
That
fuck with them
part.
duds, you like, damn, yo, what did I do?
Yeah,
I
I
just
remember
my
one
life was
time, son. It was
Mhm.
this ugly girl, man. It was this ugly ass girl. She was on me, son, but her body was flawless, man. But but her face was fucked up, son. I'm talking about she had braces and all of that, yo. And,
And you fell in love.
my friend
Love
was
at first
was
sight.
clowning me, yo, because I took her down. But I didn't realize how ugly this girl was until the next day when we wake up. I'm like, oh my god, I was drunk too. I was what the fuck I was doing. But that body was right, boy.
Was the sex good?
yeah.
But the sex wasn't worth the
What?
ugly
Ugly
face.
bitches know how to fuck.
Yeah, true, true.
Because that's all they got.
They
They
ain't worried
got the
about their
little things
facial expressions.
that
That's for
throw the
damn
load
sure.
in, yo.
They're relentless, yo.
Exactly. Listen, one thing about
They can't have all the struggles. They got
a girl with an ugly face, she gonna listen. She gonna put that ponytail and she gonna go to work, yo. When a girl go like
Mm.
this,
Yap, 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 yap. Yeah. She gonna hit you with the yap, yap. And yap, 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 yap. You like,
uh-huh.
oh shit.
you know we've
I
all
remember.
seen that where that ugly chick is with a fine dude. We like, how she pull that?
Mhm.
Yeah, yo.
Yeah.
That's funny. I remember I was at work, yo, and this it was a black girl that was talking to a white girl at the job, and the white girl is heavy set, not really good looking, you know what I mean? But
Mhm.
she's married, and it was funny
To a
because
black
the
guy,
way
huh?
that nah, it wasn't a black guy. It wasn't. But
He's so
the
stupid.
funny thing is they're looking at her. You wouldn't think that she was married. So so she was like, yeah, me and my husband about to go, and she was like, you married? The black girl was like, you married? Like how the fuck you do that? You know what I'm saying? Because
Wow.
she did not look, and she had an odor, so nobody was expecting her to be married, yo.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she got him, yo.
Yeah, the reason I asked because usually the big old white girls, for some weird reason, niggas love to be with them. I don't know what it is because I know Blake probably can answer me this, but like white men, they don't like big white. Like they don't
No,
like them big. They like them small. I can even go as far as say like white guys, they like their girls with a big old titty. They don't really care about ass like that, from what I've seen.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm an ass and thigh guy. I don't care about the size of their titties. It don't really matter. B cups, A cups, C's. I've never even been with a girl that's probably had D's. I don't care
Mhm.
about chest size. I
The
don't
reason why I
I
say
I
that
can't
heard
is
speak.
that a lot
because
too.
the reason why I say that is because like if you look at the progression of the times now, I remember when I was a little one, I used to see all the white girls, all they cared was getting a breast transplant. That's all. I mean, a breast implant. That's all they cared about. You see what I'm
Now to
saying?
get
So
ass
Yeah,
implants.
I automatically assume most likely white guys they just like big titties and that's it. You see what I'm saying?
that I seen. I based on what I've seen, I would agree with that.
I
You
would
know what I
agree with
mean?
that most times too.
But it seemed like maybe 2002, 2003, yo, them white girls got some ass on them. I'm like, what? I'm looking
The Kim
around like,
Kardashians,
fam, you
boy.
see
Kim
this? Yo, like they
Kardashian
just
is the
came out the
mother of the
woodworks and they
girl.
wasn't buying them. Those were just natural
The
asses. I don't know whether
Kardashians
they
are not
started
white.
eating that soul
That
food.
chicken. That chicken.
Yeah, yeah, they started eating at the right places, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know you can buy those, right?
But
Oh
they didn't buy
yeah.
them. They wasn't bored. They wasn't
You
buying
can
them
get
at this time.
injections. No, them ass injections been around for a minute.
No, the ass injection came into place in 2006.
I'm mad you
5, 6.
know. Why do you know what year the ass
Why do I
injections
know?
because
Because
Poppy pays attention. That's
New York
why.
City
clearly?
started. In New York,
He was
he
in
was the first one
Miami.
to start doing the ad that like putting asses on females in like on motel rooms and shit. That's how I know.
Okay. That's when they were inserting the fix-a-flat, right?
It,
Yeah, man. They
I,
ruined so many girls with that, yo.
in
You know, K
2006, I
Michelle
remember that.
has a show now about the bad surgeries and how they almost killed women.
And then
Mm,
she went and got another one. She look like a whole. You seen K
She
Michelle
got
lately?
no,
yeah.
I want to watch her show. I heard her show was really
Hold on,
good
she
though.
got another one
Oh,
story. She
Shoot,
got
that
another. She
surgery
got a
be
new ass.
addictive.
nah, I think she
Cardi
got
B
another
stay under
one.
a knife.
Oh, yeah, she got
But
taken out and put it back in or something like that.
I know she got it removed, but I believe she got a new one. I'm gonna look it up. But she got a new face, yo. She went out and copped a whole new face. Hold on,
Oh
I'm about to show
yeah.
you.
Yeah, she looks
Mm.
ridiculous. She looks
Oh
so
no,
ridiculous. She
no, because
really
she's
does.
so
She
pretty
say
She
she say
naturally.
she hate black men, so I
she
don't
she
really care
she
for that
she,
girl.
she bleached her skin. I mean, she is as I mean, she really
Oh,
don't
I,
love herself
I
at
honestly don't
all.
care for that girl, man. She said it on the radio station. She hates black men, like she hate them. She hate us. You know
Who
what I
is this
mean?
you're talking about?
And she got a black
hey
little boy too.
Michelle.
On top of that,
Oh yeah, she's like yeah, she's not that. She's kind of known, but kind of not.
who
So
okay, Michelle?
yeah. Well, I was
She can
Dr.
sing,
Blake.
yo. I
Yeah.
cannot take that away from her. Hunger can sing, but she's a piece of shit,
Okay.
yo.
Oh yeah, that's ridiculous. She looked like a whole white woman. You know what I'm saying? And she was darker than us. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yep. That's the picture
That's
with the pink hair, K.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep, that's the new her, yo. She
yeah,
don't
that's
even look like.
ridiculous.
I will say this, like even the bad decisions, the bad women that I dated or had flings with or whatever, it was always like a psychological like field trip. It was always like an experiment. Like
Okay.
every single time I got in bed, even women that I was in relationships with, it's always more fun to like I say, like push boundaries and find out what they like and what they'll do and I'm not talking about like just anal. It's not. I'm not going there. But kissing,
Uh-huh.
kissing different parts of their body, saying different things. Different situations. Dress up in this. We're gonna do it out here. We're gonna whatever. Keeping it fresh all the time in ways, but also like exploring your own brain. I guess your own imagination. What you're willing to do. What you're willing to trust. Who you're willing to trust.
Now,
Mm.
but with that being said, it says one third of married couples are interested in BDSM and bondage. So that's a pretty good amount. That's pretty
What's the
Mm-hmm.
good.
head bondage?
Like,
Huh?
Like getting tied up
yeah, getting
and
spanked,
spanked.
leather,
I thought that was part of
handcuffs.
BDSM. That's it's
Any
two
of
different
y'all,
things.
It's something in sadomasochism.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
yeah, like ball gags and torture.
Right.
I
God.
don't.
And
I don't.
torture.
Hey,
It's
there's
not
a hook.
torture.
There's a hook in my bedroom on the wall. When I bought this house, I didn't even
Mm.
pay any attention. And the couple that I bought it from, they were really kind of like mild mannered and like, real low key. He
Right.
worked he worked at like a jewelry store and she worked at a bank. And
Uh-huh.
anyways, I moved in, got the bed set up, and I looked up at the wall, and there's this, it's like above head height. Like you put your arms up like this, and like
Mhm.
she probably would have been a couple inches off the ground, like up like this. And I'm going, these people were into some kinky shit.
Or he was up
Yeah.
there.
But maybe,
It could
maybe
go either way.
he was short
Yep.
too.
Yep.
But it
Yep.
is
She probably.
bondage and discipline and sadism and what's the
Sadomasochism.
last one? Yeah, masochism.
Hey, Adrian. What's up with
What
Adrian,
up, Adrian
y'all?
Nash? What's
Hey,
up, baby?
What up,
girl.
Adrian?
Adrian,
So,
you still haven't had sex in like a decade or so. What's going on, Adrian?
Oh God, leave
is
that
that
girl
your way of
alone,
asking
Nah,
her if she got
man.
some dick
Stay
recently?
away from her pussy.
nah. She knocked that out.
Okay.
She
No,
knocked
Okay.
that out
you
2 months
lied.
I
She,
ago.
think
She
Adrian,
knocked
what
that
was
out.
she at, like in ATL
Nah,
or
I'm
Cali? I
guessing.
think one of those two
oh,
places.
you scared me. I was like, how do you know?
You know,
So,
hold on.
uh-huh.
I had a question for Blake. Blake, what'd you say that the man did in that couple?
He worked
Jury.
at a jewelry store, I think.
Okay.
It like not it wasn't like K Jewelers or something like that. It wasn't
Okay.
or Zales or
So
something
he was
like
just a salesperson, not
yeah
management or anything like that.
yeah.
Okay.
Do any of y'all watch the show Billions on Showtime?
No.
Mm-mm. What's that
Okay,
about?
but it's like a damn. I don't want to explain it. It's pretty much about billionaire hedge fund owners fighting against the law. Like
Okay.
hedge fund hedge fund owners trying to evade the law and make a bunch of money and you know
Mm-hmm.
but there's a couple, the main couple in there, they're into BDSM and sadomasochism. Like she be putting out cigarettes on his chest and he
Ooh.
got the ball gag and she wears her leather boots and steps on them with the heels,
Mm.
craziness.
There's
Right.
different levels to it. You got the extremes and you have the softer side of it. That stuff
Mhm.
you see in the stores, that's that's the softer side.
Right,
I
That stuff
seen.
they showed. What's the name of that movie? 50 Shades of Grey. That was the
right.
soft side. You
I
know,
never watched it.
I mean, it's
I need to watch it.
I saw the
it's pretty.
commercials
It's
like
pretty
that.
interesting.
That's
I
more
like the
kind of thing.
books. Mhm.
You read the book?
I read all of it. Yeah, the books were better than the movies, but they were okay. The movies were okay.
Do y'all think the that's more like a the B, how you say it, BSDM
BDSM.
BDSM is
BDSM.
more like a white people thing than black people thing.
No, I think it's a people thing.
It's
Yeah,
equal.
I
yeah.
don't
Y'all
know if
think
it's
so?
equal, but I would say I wouldn't say it's definitely more of a white thing. I think it's literally just if for those that have been introduced into it and can see the benefits of it, it's a beautiful thing.
Oh
So
my
I wouldn't put
I,
it on. I don't put it on
The,
any race in particular.
the reason I
I
ask
think
because black girls and Latina girls they don't really ask
You
me
ain't
about
met the right
certain
ones yet.
they
What
don't
were you about
promote it.
to?
They don't
Yeah,
promote it. That's
exactly.
one.
Most
That's
people
like a
don't talk
secret
about it
society.
out.
Like
Exactly. It's very private for most people. They don't talk about that
I mean, I
because
God.
got invited to
because
a
people
slumber
will
party and
judge
shit like
you.
that, yo.
You could talk about fucking and sucking all day long, and that's commonplace stuff. But when you start talking about BDSM, yeah, people start to judge you and start, oh, okay, they're kind of freaky over there.
and
I
Mm.
then
would
another
disagree with you,
thing,
Kay.
and
I
then the society, real quick, the society of people that are into that
Mhm.
are high society, like hedge fund owners, you know what I'm saying? People that are, you will rarely see people working at Family Dollar in the sadomasochism. You know what
That's
I
why
mean?
I asked what that man did. That's exactly why I asked what his profession was. So I was surprised that he wasn't in a management type position. Because usually people, the CEOs, are so serious freaks
People who are powerful in their
all
real
day
life,
long. They
they
want
Yeah,
love to
someone
be
else to
have
take
that
over.
power taken from them. Exactly.
you
Exactly. That's
that's
why I said it could
right.
be him
My
in
fault, Blake.
those chains up there. But go ahead, Blake. You had something.
Yeah, I would disagree with you slightly because I think, you know, I'm not being funny here, but I think that like in the black culture, I think that the gender roles, the sex roles, are more concrete and defined. Um, Not necessarily in a relationship, but like men want to try to be more macho, and women are trying to be more womanly, I
Absolutely.
guess. And
Hmm.
I think the lines blur among other races more so than they do among black culture, and I think it makes BDSM more possible in a relationship
I
in
agree with
in
that.
other races.
I
Mhm.
agree with that. Based on like when I was doing my parties, and for the most part, I tried to avoid couples parties as much as possible, mostly with African Americans, most because they were more closed minded. And so when I would do couples parties with Caucasians, I literally had the guys would just say anything. The women would ask questions and feel free to ask those questions without feeling like the next couple was judging them for the questions they were asking.
Mhm.
Whereas with the black couples, you bet that woman better not ask nothing about what can we do to keep his dick hard longer. You better not ask that question because then everybody in the room is like, oh, okay. Now they could be having the same issue, but they're gonna look at you like you're crazy
Right.
because you asked that question and now your man feeling some type of way. So absolutely, there is definitely a lot of secrecy and closed-mindedness
Mm.
in the African American community when it comes to sex, but there's also a lot that goes on behind closed doors, and I say that because when they're one-on-one with me, they speak completely differently than they speak in a group. So I hear the stories and I sell the products that go along with the stories. So I have seen a lot in the African American community. Now, when I say I have thousands of customers, and the majority of them, I would say maybe 60, 70% of my customers were African American. A lot of them are doing a lot of things that they're just not going to discuss out in the
A-
open. So there
Absolutely.
is a lot of it going on. They're just
Why do
not
you
talking
think that?
about it.
Why do you think that?
Um,
It's a
Mostly because
culture.
nobody wants to be judged. Like one of the reasons, like I said, one of the reasons I did not like doing uh, trash can. We gotta talk about them needles, okay? But
Right. And a
one
second one,
one
for
of
real.
the one of the reasons why I didn't like doing African American part what you call it, couples parties, was because the women shut down on me when their men were present, and I didn't have that same problem with white couples. So that they're just more private. In private, those same couples would talk to me very openly about what they were into, but they weren't going to do it in front of the group. It's just not how we do. It's one thing again to be just talking about sucking and fucking, but when you start talking about specifics,
Right.
people clam up in a group setting.
Yeah, just like I remember it was a girl at my job that was working for bedroom candy.
Candy, uh-huh.
She was like a salesperson for them, and she was going around to the team. Yeah, I got this, I got that. I'm like, nah, get that shit out my face, man. I don't want that, But I caught her in the cut, like, yeah, let me get one of them pussies. Let me get one of them pocket pussies.
Right,
You say
exactly.
you caught her in a cut.
Yeah, like hold up. But you say you got some pocket pussy stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, like throw me one of them
Yeah.
pocket pussies. I'm gonna $29.99. All right, yeah, I get one off you. Shut
Yeah.
up.
Hey, before
Exactly.
the billions. And Adrian says she has a husband candidate, y'all.
What? I missed that. Let me get that comment.
I'm so excited for you, girl. You done beat me to it, man. Dang.
Yeah,
Oh my
Adrian.
god. And hey, before the billions. And yeah, what's up with
Wait a minute, wait a minute. Why is Adrian telling us to tell before the billions she said hello?
He's
He can't see her?
Adrian. He's Italian, or is he Hercules? Yo,
what's happening right now?
Black
Adrian
Hercules.
said somebody tell BTB I said hello. So I'm
Right.
like, why she can't tell BTB hello
Because
directly?
BTV is wiped up.
Is
That's
he
why
is
he
he
got a
blocked?
wifey.
Did he block her?
No, he
He
got a
must be
wifey.
mad.
He got a wife.
You got a girl, yeah.
So he can't say hi.
BTV he played the straight arrow. He don't really talk to other girls, man. He don't make
So
love.
Okay, so even
Oh,
hi,
he
huh?
said he got his girlment watching now.
No,
For the
no,
billions,
let's
yes,
let's
he's got a
let's talk
woman,
about
doesn't he?
trash
boy
can
right
and
there.
this needle in his balls.
yeah,
Okay,
Well, yeah,
so
Tristan ways. Yeah, what's up with
she used
getting
to
your
thread a needle through your balls, just the needle, no thread. I
Yeah,
just need to
Adrian gonna
understand
play it safe and shit
because
like
I'm
that.
about to pass out at the thought of it.
Yo,
yeah?
trash can into some weird shit. Yo, watch. I'm gonna see him on one of
Nope.
these TV shows. Yo,
In my business, I meet a lot of people. And there's this one guy, he was talking about the fact that his girl did not bite down on his dick hard enough. Like he wanted her to bite till her teeth met, but that's how he got off on
oh hell no. They
it.
said they might
Right.
be
We're
blocked.
not
They
talking
can't see each
scraping.
other.
Okay. We're not talking
Ugh.
scraping. We talk about he wanted her to close her teeth on it, and she was uncomfortable doing it. I was like, yeah, I would be uncomfortable with that too. But he liked the pain. Just like a lot of BDSM, some men like for you to step on their balls. That's what they
Wow.
get into. But
Do y'all like that?
Yeah.
Do y'all men want y'all
some
penises
men
to
pay
sit
for
down on?
that. They
Oh
pay
Yeah.
for
God.
that shit.
Hell no.
Right. They pay for that shit though. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah. Yeah. I
There's been
see.
chicks that I've dated that they like to be choked, or they might
Yeah,
be
that's different though.
like to be slapped or spanked, or
No,
uh,
you ain't slapping me in my face, but
sometimes call them names, that kind of stuff. But no, I would not get off on anybody stepping on my nuts. That doesn't sound pleasurable at all.
I'll be honest, like you better
Uh-oh, here we
play
go.
nice when you even around my nuts. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like you do too much sucking or inhaling too much around my nuts, yo. Like you might get a headlock.
Yeah,
You
they're
might get
sensitive.
mushed.
Nah, bro, it's that little bang on top of your dicks. Once
You talking about that Snicker bar vein?
listen, once a nigga nut, I don't want you to touch me, man. Like get the fuck away from me, yo.
Yeah, give
Like
me
Nah,
it's
I
like a
like going
panic
through that,
mode.
yo. Yeah, I like going through that danger. Yeah, I might have slapped the ceiling fan off the wall, yo, one
I know
time,
exactly
yo.
what you're talking about. Because girls
yeah
want to continue sucking when you nut, nigga. You be like, oh, stop, stop,
yeah
Yeah,
stop.
like
yeah,
give me about 10
Oh
or
my
15
god, yo, let's
seconds.
talk
Just stay
about it, yo.
still. Don't do anything.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my god, man.
All right,
Yep.
so So we agree that sex is very important. And hopefully, from this, we have learned that guys, y'all need to use y'all discernment as well, since sex is very important to y'all. And a lot of times it does tend to change. Y'all really need to, um, look into the women that you're with. And Blake gave some really, really good telltale signs of what women tend to be before marriage, and how that can convert over to after marriage. Like what you say, Blake. If she's always complaining, and what else you were saying is this, some you said some other good things that indicates that women may change after marriage when it comes to
Yeah,
sex.
if she tends toward being like a hypochondriac, if she doesn't initiate sex with you, if she's
Right.
afraid to voice her opinions or talk to
Mm.
you about concerns or any kind of thing like that, then it's probably going to be on the downhill slide. After you get married, there's probably going to be some significant changes in your sex life, I can imagine.
Right. What do you think about that, Poppy? Any telltale signs you think you would look for before getting married, since to make sure the sex life,
I
are
think
y'all
that
compatible?
I believe the telltale will be once a girl tell you that she's bored with you, that
Ooh.
relationship is over. It's
Ooh.
over. You might
Well,
as well
yeah,
look for a new girl.
she wouldn't be candidate for wife though.
Exactly. If she tell you she's bored, it's over, fam. You don't even
I
try.
agree.
Don't even try. Don't even bother to try to learn a new trick or nothing. You might as well get yourself a new girl, buddy.
Wow.
Because if she's bored with you, the homie probably had her big a couple days before you. So now she wants you to do to her what the homie did.
Oh.
Wow.
And
I
two,
believe
like
you, man.
if your sex life hasn't like progressed, if it hasn't gotten better, if it's just stayed
Oh, wow.
flatlined,
That
it's
part. Now that I agree with.
it's probably not going to get better after marriage.
Wow. And so what indicators would y'all know if a woman is being phony or not then, right? I
If she
mean,
got that wop, why was it drying up? What's up?
She got a whack. She got that
I
whack. God damn it.
mean, like if she's drying up during sex, hint, hint, she's not enjoying it.
Well, if you got a condom on, I'm pretty sure she's gonna dry up real fast. That happened with
Not
condoms.
necessarily.
and,
Shit,
and
Or if she's not initiating it as much,
yeah,
you
condoms
know
is
what I
like
mean? If
your
she
worst
sees,
enemy, yo.
because truthfully, yo,
Okay, so
the raw
I'm
dog,
the first to
the raw
admit
dog.
that I haven't used the condom in what, 30 years.
Yeah, I hate
25.
condoms.
Let's say I would say 25. Let's 28. I don't know. We ain't used condoms since we've been married. Whatever.
That's why you gotta
So,
go. That's why you gotta tell them
but
go get checked real quick.
even when we use condoms, I don't recall there being a problem with wetness.
Ugh.
No, condoms may not make sex worse, but there's never a time where a condom will make sex better
It definitely does not.
for either person.
I totally agree with you on that because once we took it off that first time, because I wanted to see if there was a difference, I was like, "Oh Lord, we can't go back to them pictures."
Right. Exactly.
I was
I thought it was good before. What? Oh my God!
What trash can Wade said? She started drying out, spank that pussy. He's so stupid.
yeah,
But
he know what he talking about though. Yeah,
she
he
could
talking
be
about that.
dehydrated. She could be on anti and what's it
And
called? Antihistamines. Yeah, but
you gotta make them
um
square. You gotta make them square real quick.
so you're gonna have to. But yeah, I think that's a telltale sign that she's not enjoying it.
uh-huh.
Um, every part of her body should be expressing itself in some way or another.
And my thing is too. I forgot what I was gonna say. Never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah,
But
I,
up,
I
story to
thought
tell
come
was
I
going
here.
to
thought
tell us.
pharmacy was gonna
Okay,
say
you
it might
talking
to
about
get
some G
dry
spot
real
over there,
fast.
baby? I
Yeah,
saw
come
you.
here. I call
I
it the
saw
come
you.
here
There you
and
go.
come here.
If y'all don't know that move,
I always
go
use the two
back
middle
to
ones.
square one.
It was
I'm
hard to
gonna,
use these two fingers. I always use the two middle ones.
Oh,
That
okay.
works too. When
yo,
that
I
pointer
thought Tish
get
was gonna
tired.
say her thing get dry real fast, and then she just forgot what she was gonna say.
Oh, shut the hell! I was gonna say it. No, my thing is, if a woman is not able to come or whatever, you should still have the responsibility of, and she should have the responsibility herself to find ways to come. Like if if you just manually stimulate her to come, or if he comes by oral sex, like there are a lot of women that
A
only get
vibrator could be your best friend. Go ahead.
right. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
buy the flower, people.
Yeah.
That rolls.
That rose,
I,
yeah, that's what I meant. I said
did you
mouth.
miss my story earlier? I just ordered a new one.
My thing is, if the
Cage,
thing
you need Jesus, man. You need Jesus.
the thing
That's what
is
you need
the
Jesus.
thing is women want, women a lot of times they don't care how they come as long as they do. So, and then the men, y'all do get lazy with that. So do your due diligence to make sure she comes. Make that the end goal of the sexual act. So if she can't come from dick or whatever because she doesn't know her body well enough, or
And that's not
or-
just it though, because it's not just that she doesn't know her body. Because some women are just never gonna come off of a dick.
right,
That's just the truth.
That's
right.
not true,
Quick,
man. That's not
quick
true.
No,
question:
there's some women just not gonna do it. Yes, baby.
Is what she said true? That as long as they come, that's fine.
For
Doesn't matter
some
how.
women, yeah.
Yeah, I
For
think the
some women,
majority.
it doesn't matter as long as they. First of all, they want to know that you actually give a fuck whether or
Right.
not they come. But yes, whether it's from oral or fingers or dick, we don't care. Well, I'm gonna say they don't care. I care, but
I mean, like in my younger days, when I was with a guy, he told me that I can't come from dick or whatever. He said a lot of women just can't come or whatever. So
no, he had the wrong dick.
right. So I didn't know, and I did not know myself well enough to know that I could come and how what works for me. So he would manually masturbate me because I didn't really like the way he ate pussy either. So I mean, but that was good enough for the moment. Yes, I cheated, but still it was good enough for the moment.
Oh
But
God.
yes, I so cheated. And then found out I could come. I mean, but just in a
Stay
marriage.
on the man test. You're just gonna skip right past that one.
This was college. That was
Really?
college.
No,
Anyway,
man.
I
That's
mean, but
fucked up, yo.
but anyway. Oh, only you can cheat, Poppy. But anyway, if you're married,
No, you're not a man, yo. You're not a man.
anyway, if you're married, make sure your woman comes. Make sure. Okay, in some way, shape, or form, she can come. Okay, like Kay said, even if you pull out a vibrator, do it for her. But it's
Yeah.
it's it's very selfish, and it makes a woman not want to be as loving and care about your needs if you don't care, if you blow by her needs. Do y'all agree with that? Y'all cool with that concept, or
Absolutely.
I can
Let
understand.
me tell you what. I'm gonna tell you what. To reiterate what she said, a vibrator can be your best damn friend. Stop looking at it like competition. Shoot, like I said, everybody ain't trying to eat pussy every night. Okay,
Yeah,
so bam, pull that vibrator out, work that bitch on her real quick, let her bust a couple, and then go on and do your work. And shoot, she might come some more, but damn, at least she got some.
mm-hmm.
yeah.
Go on and get
and
Slap
she's
you.
on.
getting it, and
Bam,
she's
we
getting
done.
it from you. You're the
Right,
source
you're
of her
doing it.
coming. Right. So women will be cool with that. They really, really good. My girlfriend is interested in the conversation.
Right. And I'll tell you what, I have a couple of customers that
Mhm.
get like a little girlfriend package from me.
Oh
So when
wow,
they
what's
switch
that?
up girls, they get the same, it's lube and a vibrator. That's the
Okay.
girlfriend package. So they
Okay.
make sure that she can always come. Because that vibrator, you can have that vibrator on her clit during intercourse as well. So
Mm,
she can come again or she can come
mm,
on you, just
mhm,
invest in her. And it doesn't mean you got to spend a lot of money because you can get a little like a bullet for
mhm.
15, twenty
Yeah, I feel
dollars.
that.
So
That
you don't
bullet
have to
thing
spend a
is
whole lot
nice.
of money. A bullet is
Yeah,
your
the
friend.
bullet is
A
nothing but
bullet
like
feels
30
good
something
up under the
dollars.
balls too.
The bullet's number like $30 something. I remember I
You can
saw it
get
on a
one
little
cheaper than
fascination
that. A
store.
regular bullet is really like $20.
No, it's
Um,
30 something dollars. I remember when I saw the little
The
store.
one you bought. I'm just saying in general. I know a price I get them for, so I know I turn around and sell them for about 20.
What you got going on, Tish? Man, you got like a whole sis object
Oh, that's Kay.
movement going
Kay.
on. You the plug? Are you the plug?
I'm the
Yeah,
plug. Yes,
No,
yeah.
she's
yes,
selling the plugs.
You
yes.
know what? You
Look
know.
at you.
Except for
She
that,
proud.
except for
Ooh,
that
ooh,
rose.
ooh.
I
Look,
bought that
I
on
the plug, man.
Amazon.
I got all the
Ooh.
fake dicks,
Well,
the
Yeah,
what,
I
rose.
what,
sell the
what,
pocket cookies. I sell all of that
what,
good
what's
stuff.
that? What's that, Blake? What?
you said plug. That was hot.
Oh,
I've known a couple girls that enjoyed butt plugs,
Oh,
and
butt plugs are
that
wonderful, especially if they vibrate.
that was
Yeah,
hot.
right. What you don't do, Tish?
Huh?
I mean, Kay. What
What's
the heck
that?
you don't do? What is
What I
your limit?
don't,
You don't have a limit?
I don't suck toes. I don't eat ass. Those are my
Do you
Yeah,
limits.
like your
yeah. I
toes
hope you
sucked?
don't.
Huh?
oh yeah,
You
she
like
loves her
your
toes
toes
sucked.
sucked?
Yeah, so it's mandatory.
It does.
Oh
Okay, it
hell
does something
no!
for
You
you.
know what?
What's that?
Hold on, Poppy. You ain't sucking no toes.
Fuck no, Nick. No, that's
You ain't seen these toes, though. They
No.
cute.
Nah, I
Be on
haven't.
your
Yeah.
feet all day. No,
No,
Nah, I ain't
man.
got
I'll
to.
wash
I
them
haven't.
first if you want me to.
I don't care, man.
Come on, a little bit
You
of
be
dirt
sucking
make
them
them.
straight out my shoes,
A
though.
little, yeah, a little bit of dirt make them salty. You don't like no salty
Oh,
toes?
y'all
No,
eating coochie and
no.
won't
Listen,
suck
I
toes?
never did.
Yeah. Y'all eating coochie and ass but won't suck toes? Make it
Really?
make
I don't eat
sense.
Hell no.
Well,
Some people, some people do that though. Some people will
No,
be
you
like,
right,
"Hell no, I
story.
ain't sucking no toes,"
I
I
said
get
and
it.
you're
then
right,
eat
story.
and then have a
Like,
damn
you know what's the
big
problem
ass.
full of
now?
ass.
Guys do anything for these females. Yo, I see guys promoting them on Instagram like, yo, I eat your ass, this and that. Telling to female, I'm like, what? This
Mhm.
thing
Yeah,
is dirty, bro.
Right, but
that
y'all gotta
used to.
suck some toes. Ooh,
I
Lord, y'all ain't.
know. Come
Ooh, it's
on,
orgasmic for a woman. What?
hold on.
It's been a minute.
Blake is a little quiet over there.
But I
Blake,
wouldn't suck no man's toes because
hold on.
men
Blake,
just
you
y'all
don't suck
think you're
toes?
nasty.
I've been a pretty adventurous person in the bedroom, and toe sucking has never come up ever once.
She, if
So
you are hitting it
you've
right
never ever
and you
done it.
suck her toe during,
Yo, you scared me for a minute, Blake. I thought you was gonna go down that road, man. Like I'm an adventurous person. I'm like, oh shit, here we go.
I never
I
thought
mean,
of
I
it.
ain't gonna
Never
lie, I've
thought
done
to
it
do it
before.
with somebody.
Yeah,
there
Nobody
you
asked
go.
me to
That's
do
what
it.
I'm talking about.
Because Jake
How
sucks
was
my
it?
toes all the time.
Maybe I'll try it next time. I don't know.
The story, how was it?
Yeah.
It wasn't as bad. You
No,
know what
I
I
do
mean?
not
Like I
buy
was
toys
turned
from
on.
Wish.
Now you gotta act this fool.
It wasn't as bad as you think. You know what I mean? It wasn't as bad as you think, yo.
It's
Now you
it's
But
so
got act this fool for a week, nigga.
it's so erotic. I mean, like when you suck a woman's toes, like you just can feel
Yes.
the wetness. I mean, it's like it's the your stuff is just wet.
Hell no, I suck the
Okay,
titty.
I'm getting wet thinking about it. Like, oh my
I'm real.
god.
I'm real. Listen, I'm a master at sucking titties. Like, yo, nobody can beat me doing that. Like,
Ooh.
Okay,
like
I can't
on the
suck
nipple,
toes. That's
around
what's
the
up.
nipple, I do all that. My toe, hell no. Yo, I feel like that's great.
Boo,
I
boo.
don't do. Listen, I
yeah, I
don't do
neglect
degrading
titties.
stuff, man. I don't. I can't do
Hold
it.
on,
I
hold
got
on.
a mental block.
You say you neglect titties?
That's degrading. That's degrading to me.
Yeah, I neglect titties, man. I might do a little circle, a few
Oh no,
bites,
I gotta
and then
have
I
these things. You gotta camp out. You gotta camp out on these
Sorry to
suckers. I'm
tell.
sorry.
No, you can't
Right.
neglect the nipples.
I
nah. I
know.
mean, I
What if
don't
she put
spend
some
as much
flavor
time
on
as
them?
I should. Nah, I mean, I do my little
Before the says go
nibbling.
get athlete's mouth.
Hey, I thought of something else now.
It's called thrush.
A woman that is like self-conscious, not confident, that's probably never going to be a good sex life, and it's probably not going to get better after marriage either.
Right, true.
Like a woman that's not. It doesn't matter what she looks like. It doesn't matter what her body looks like. But if she can't be confident in the bedroom, she can't expose herself, spread those legs, show you all her parts, all that kind of stuff. It's probably doomed. It's
Yeah,
probably doomed.
true.
I gave you that one.
You know what I really
like it.
like, yo? When the girl play with herself in front of me. I like that shit, yo. I'm a watcher. I like to watch. When the girl
I
start
like it.
playing in
I
front
like
of
it
me,
reciprocal.
yeah, or she fucking another girl in front of me. Oh my god, yo, that takes me to another level.
No shit. No
That's
shit.
like I think that's like the ultimate gift to a man. If you just got two girls fighting for your dick. Oh my god, yo.
I used to think that I would enjoy that, but I don't think that I
Yeah,
would.
that
Yeah,
shit
y'all
sound
like
like work
this?
to me.
Oh shit.
That
Yeah,
is
that
work.
shit sound
It
like
That's
is
when I
that
call
work.
shit
the
sound
best.
that shit sound like 2 jobs to me, yo.
Nah, nigga. Trust me, man. I have plenty of treasures in my life. Boy, I enjoy all of them. I mean,
But
except one.
but you
Except
know
one.
what?
It
You
was
know
fun.
what, Kay? You know, I just thought about you heard of
Okay.
Patreon before, right, Kay? We
Yeah.
need to start doing a Patreon so you can do share your
Demonstrations.
dick sucking techniques, and they pay like a monthly subscription. I mean, because dick sucking is so important, and when you know how to do it right, I mean, a man, they just fall in line. You know what I'm saying, right, guys? Don't y'all act right when you get your dick sucked right?
Look,
Yep.
you get a
Yeah.
house, you get a
Yeah,
car,
but
you
Y'all
get
I
40
don't
acres.
think I don't think a female can fuck that up, man. Like, I don't care how terrible the dick sucker shit is. A nigga gonna take it because
nah.
No, no,
badass.
You
no,
can fuck it
no,
up. You
no.
can fuck
A
it
We
up.
what?
don't care,
Fam,
yo.
I
I'm
know a chick that
telling
was
you,
dehydrated, yo.
we don't
Yeah,
care.
she got dry mouth.
I
No,
know.
dry
I
mouth.
remember. I remember one time this girl was killing my. She was using her teeth for my shit. I'm like, ah, shit.
Don't stop.
I wasn't telling her to stop though.
Them back teeth, yo. Right, right. Yeah, I done been
Look,
through some back
Hold on,
I
teeth.
had
hold
a
on. You
guy.
said back teeth?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
side tooth. You know how
Look, she
somebody
didn't
got the
get the wisdom
crooked
teeth
bad tooth,
pulled.
got the crooked ass tooth in the back.
Her
I'm like,
wisdom
what the
teeth
hell is
has
that?
it was jagged.
Like, damn, watch that side tooth,
Yeah,
yo.
but the story, you told her to
She
stop.
got his scissors in the back.
Hell no, I ain't tell her to stop, man. She went
That's
there
what
and
I'm
fucked my
saying.
shit up,
Like,
yo.
and that's what I'm saying. There is no social thing as a bad dick sucker because we
No,
hate.
it
No,
is,
there is a
No,
such
y'all.
it's
thing.
bad.
Dry
No,
mouth
it's
is bad.
bad. But we ain't gonna say to stop. It's bad. You know when it's bad, but we
No,
ain't be
I
like, yo, chill, chill.
look,
Just watch
I
that
know a
side
lot of
tooth a
women have
little.
gotten that tap on the shoulder, like, okay, you
Right,
can stop now.
right.
One
Yeah.
girl that took my class, she said her man had told her, "You don't ever have to do this again in life."
Wow,
He's
that
like,
is
"It's all good. I appreciate you
ridiculous.
trying, but you don't have to do it no more."
Why sucking dick?
Yeah, because that's how
Right.
bad she was at it. But she
And
wanted to get better,
she was
so she
chewing on
took the
this nigga
class.
dick.
So she took the class.
Hey,
Homeboy, hey, when homeboy, you know after when you go take a piss, that piss be everywhere. That's probably when he was pissing after she was finished sucking his dick, like all over the place.
Like a sprinkler, yo, front yard sprinkler. She got 8 streams coming out.
She couldn't figure out what she was doing wrong. That heifer was trying to put it under her tongue. I don't know what she was doing, but he told her to send me a red apple afterwards.
Oh
Like a
wow, because
damn
you're such a
cough
good
drop.
teacher.
Yo,
hey,
yeah, how long you been
I've
doing those
been with a
classes?
couple girls that think that like balls are like marbles, where they'll go into the stroking thing while they give your balls a little bit of attention, and they're rough with them, and they think they can just like suck on them like some like blow pop or something like that. They're tender. You don't do that.
But
Yes.
are y'all saying
I
anything, or
felt that.
y'all just suffer through this?
Yeah, I'm saying ow. I felt that in my
Yeah.
belly button.
Man, don't say nothing.
Like
Ow.
this one chick sucked my joint and I felt it. I felt the pain in my belly button, like behind my belly button. I'm
See, a
like,
lot of men are afraid to say
oh.
something because they're so afraid she ain't gonna do it again because you criticized her. But y'all need to do some coaching along the way and tell her exactly what it is you
How the
need her to
hell we gonna
do.
do coaching? We don't know how to suck, dude. What can I
Hold
tell you?
on, wasn't Blake the one telling us earlier that men should be teaching women how
No,
to suck?
absolutely. Absolutely. Like right
That's
Yeah.
there,
Blake. That
not
would be
that.
weird to me if a man tell me some shit like teaching a girl sucking. I'd be like, nigga, what's wrong with you, bro? Like, nah.
Like, yo, don't ever do that again. What you did right there, yeah, don't ever do that
Right. You
again.
need to
Do
tell them.
this.
And what women don't understand about nuts is like some little kid
Back to the nuts.
some little kid can come by and like kick some dude in the nuts and it might not hurt at all. But if he just comes over and does like this and it just slaps them together just a little bit, like the littlest, they get knocked together and all of a sudden it's like a whole body hurt.
Oh, man, aren't they already together?
The most, no, they're separated. There's two different,
Barely.
there's two different things down there. But
I know.
when they just graze each other just barely, it hurts like your whole body all over the place. Like I said, some little kid can like step back and do like some karate kid shit in between your legs and completely miss the whole mess. Completely miss
And
the
he
whole
didn't
joint. It
hit
doesn't
your
even hurt.
balls.
But if you just like knock them together just like a little bit, oh my god, they hurt
Yep.
like you wouldn't believe.
Yep. I know exactly what he's talking about, man.
All right,
You
guys.
can't really
So,
explain it.
but we're gonna go ahead and end tonight. But we want y'all to be happy. We want y'all not to fear marriage. And so hopefully the women will watch this. And some of y'all girlfriends may watch this or whatnot, y'all side chicks or whatever the hell y'all got, and learn that sex is very important and it's a part of our wifely duties and it's a part of the marital, not wifely duties per se, but it's part of the marital duties. So just like, making sure y'all are emotionally whole, make sure y'all taken care of or whatnot. Sex is on that list and is very high up the list. What's okay?
Well, I don't like the whole wifely duties
I know
thing because when you look at
I
it
changed
that
it.
way, it just
Right.
it should
It
be first
sounds
of all,
like a
it should give
duty.
you a
Yeah.
pleasure to please your man.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
And if
Yeah.
you're not looking at it that way, then you're gonna treat it like it's a damn job. And I'm not just talking about blowjobs or anything. I'm talking about making your mate happy should make you happy and vice versa.
Right. Exactly.
And so I derive pleasure from his pleasure.
Right. That is true. Right. I mean, like I said, a lot of times I don't even, in the morning times or whatever, I'm not even pressed to come because it just turns me on that he wants it and he needs it to get his day started. That
Mhm.
really
Yeah.
gets me going. And women,
But
we
we
just
are gonna come, right? Okay.
I mean, and women, we need to have responsibility of our bodies and touch ourselves and know our bodies and enjoy sex ourselves. And
Right.
men, it's our responsibility too. If a woman's not coming from dick, make sure she does come in some way, shape, or form. It doesn't have to just be from dick, and you may get better results and have a healthy and loving
Buy a
relationship.
rose. Ooh,
And I
that
love
thing is something serious.
and
Buy
I
a
and
rose.
I love what Adrian said. A lover who understands anatomy is quite powerful,
Amen.
and that is so
Hallelujah.
true. That is so true.
Yeah.
Talking
Give it up
about
for that one.
Some of the smartest men who are the best lovers because they understand
stop
where.
it, man.
No,
Come
seriously,
on.
because they understand where everything is oriented. They understand the anatomy of it. They know where to hit. It's not just a shot in the dark. You know what I'm saying? So I
Right.
agree with Adrian on it. That is very much true.
That's not true because that means that your gynecologist is the smartest. Like he can fuck all day, huh?
No, it's not about going to college.
Right,
He
right,
know every part of
You
the
need to
pussy.
study that body.
He
Fuck a
know every
right.
book.
part of the pussy at least, right? So that means the gynecologist is a straight up porn star around here, then, right?
Like changing your touch, soft and gentle and grazing
Yeah,
and
follow the
pressure
money.
and rubbing and yeah,
I don't
all of
think
that.
women like that soft shit a little bit too much, man. I mean, depending on the occasion,
Some
I think.
women,
Women like to be toes like a rat doll everywhere, man.
some
You know what I
women.
mean?
Right.
Not every woman likes that.
Huh?
Not every woman likes that.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. Most. I said most women like that to be toes around.
That's sort of tell stupid. He says, "Pimp slap my nuts."
No, that will end your night, I swear.
His trash can wave, Joey. I'm telling. That's what he be telling them, yeah.
well,
Yeah, but
Nah, he
I'm
want
about to
that
get back in
needle.
these streets, yo. So
well, guys,
I'm gonna need y'all coaching, yo. I'm about to stick my toe back out in these
right?
streets.
Well,
So
yeah, we're gonna open a Patreon.
I'm here
We
for
we
you.
we're gonna do a Patreon or whatever because women aren't, they aren't enjoying sex,
Oh
and
my
they need
god, please
to.
don't. Oh my god, that's
It's
gonna
for
be a
y'all.
straight up.
It's for y'all guys. We doing it for y'all
Yeah,
guys.
right.
So,
That Patreon is gonna be a straight porn, yo.
Kenny,
That's
You're
what
did
I'm
you
gonna be
see?
hey,
there sucking on bananas over there. Hey, I got free membership, yo. I be fucking with y'all for a minute.
you're right, baby. You're right.
Okay, good, good. Hey,
You gonna be
sign up
our.
to the Patreon right now if y'all want to see some fucking. Go ahead.
before I go to bed tonight, I'm looking up toe sucking on like Pornhub or something like that. I'm gonna do a little bit of
Oh,
research
there's a
for
whole
you.
video. There are videos on top of videos of toe sucking.
Yeah,
You
Blake.
can find them on YouTube. You don't even have to go to Pornhub.
Right. Yeah, Blake. I can't believe you don't. I can't believe none of y'all don't
Man,
talk. I mean, if you want a woman
no,
just
a
to.
story to tell. Say he sucked some toes.
Oh
Man,
yeah.
you could put stuff on them. You can put some chocolate syrup on them and
Mhm,
caramel.
mhm,
Hell no.
Just
I don't
like
mhm.
want
with
chocolate.
balls, we like fresh balls. Y'all want some fresh toes? We'll go
No,
wash them for you.
It's
no.
different, man.
No,
It's
give them
different.
them salty toes. Give them salty ass toes.
My
it,
toes
I
ain't
it,
remember one
salty.
it tastes
time
like popcorn.
Maybe
I
some
got
lime
some
juice.
hair after football practice, man. So I know I was good. All right, and basketball practice. Yes, I did. I love like that woman was the best. She was good. She loved me. That's love right there. That's love.
And yet he didn't marry her.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did
after
marry
And
football
her.
it was
practice,
high
yo.
school. What you think, man? I mean, I moved
Yeah.
out of state. That's what it was.
Hey, good night, guys.
All
Thank you.
right.
Good
Bye
night,
bye.
Blake.
All
Have
right,
a
Bye,
good
Blake,
evening.
Blake.
hold it down, brother.
See y'all
Later,
later.
Story. Bye
And
bye,
All right,
Bobby.
y'all.
what should our next show be about, guys? What do you think, Kay? Because we're gonna start coming on more often. We're gonna start pumping out this content because women
Okay.
need us. Y'all need us. They
You
keep keep y'all dicks hard and pussies wet.
I think
Hey, don't act
you
like
know
you
we
a
still
mother.
live, right?
right.
Hey, don't act like
Well,
you above this.
since you talk about sex today, you might as well do this.
A series.
Is the size matter at
Walking in
that point?
food.
We say and look up videos of chick walking in food. Trash can always be doing too much. I don't know what his research is about.
He got
But
That's gonna be
kinks,
coming
yo.
out with some wild shit,
He
yo.
got kinks, yo.
what? I mean, he got a wide range of cakes. But Kay, are you gonna be available to come on tomorrow? We're gonna be
What's
a
tomorrow?
we're gonna do a short
Um,
show though. It's gonna be a short
okay.
show.
Yeah, I can do tomorrow.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna continue. What makes sex good? I sent Kay a video of this lady, and she gave like a demonstration of how women should be in a bedroom to make it, good for y'all as well. So
Make
we're
sure
gonna
she pretty, man.
yeah,
Hmm?
so we're gonna get y'all opinion on if y'all agree on what she says on what makes a woman good in the bedroom. So that's the title. What makes a woman good in the bedroom?
All
In
right.
marriage. In marriage.
Right.
All right, guys. Well, we appreciate y'all. We love you guys so much. And y'all have a good night. Bye. Bye,
All
people in the
right, y'all.
chat. Love you
Bye.
All
guys.
right, okay. All right,
Bye.
Poppy.
Good night.
Suck some toes, Poppy. Suck